is ready.
Okay, I am
Justin
Rich.
Breyer.
The first thing that was ever to be heard on the stream was Husker is ready.
Husker is ready.
Okay. Yona and I have lunch, so we're gonna be eating lunch throughout the start of the stream. So, welcome back to Give a Crit with our usual members. Yoey is here for once. Yoey is present.
Don't dunk. It's the holidays. Don't dunk. Joey Defense Squad. Don't dunk on Joey.
Busy time.
We're just happy to see him.
I'm so happy. Don't say for once, you dick.
I did the for once was a bit too far. I'm sorry, Yoey.
Take it back.
I take back the for once.
Oh no, it's fine. For once I'm here.
Okay,
No,
never
it's
mind.
fine.
That's off.
It's fine.
We have Gregor, played by Yoey. We have Briar, played by Yona. We have Fowl, played by Dave. And we have Husker, played by Songbird. And also, random intervals, we may have an appearance of a cat called Gizmo, and some rats with various names, one including Peanut and Little Man.
What's the
So there's
third one?
just one more name.
It's a really long one, and I always forget it. It's like
two
Sir,
names.
it's like
Two
Sir
names.
something, right?
Why you keep saying sir? It's Mr. Malcolm Gladwell.
Because Sir Malcolm Gladwell sounds better.
I don't think he was knighted.
You should
I don't
be.
believe he
Why
was.
don't you knight your rat?
Yeah, night.
I don't have that
Jeez.
authority.
Yeah, you
Who
do the
does,
rats.
you think?
Do I?
But
You are the Rat King.
true. Since Yon and I are eating, who out of the rest of you want to do the recap?
Definitely Joe, right?
Definitely.
100% Joe.
Well,
Let-
I
let-
know what happened to me or to Gregor. Did whatever happen after arrest?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But you can show that in game. I'll say Dave or Songbird can do the recap this time.
I did say last time I promised I would do it next time,
There you go.
which is now time.
No
You're
turn.
an honorable man, Dave.
I'll do it every once in a while. So, we woke up at the druid camp that Husker had taken us to, with no injuries or accidents happening after that.
That's
Husker
the
decided
recap.
to.
That's
Yeah,
the
that's
whole
it.
recap.
Yeah.
We arrived and we weren't hurt. It was
We're
great.
good. And everything's great. You didn't miss
It's winding
much.
up. No. Husker had his druid power stripped away by the archdruid, and decided
Absolutely.
in a very symbolic gesture to place down his staff and necklace, I believe it was, right?
Yeah, my druidic focus.
Yes, exactly. Which was then buried in the earth by the archdruid.
He took it.
And so we left, embarking on a journey to find some bones. We went to a mountain, which happened to be Husker's.
The fucking hold on.
We're all on this journey.
We're all in the journey for bones.
The look Joe gave you. What?
That was good. He was like,
He was
He
so
was
good.
totally on board until then.
Yeah, he was like, yeah. Oh?
Oh, we're not done. We went to this mountain, and we decided to split up a bit. Briar and Avis stayed down on the ground, camping, and Husker and Thal decided to fly up to the top of the mountain. Breaching through the clouds, it was revealed that there was a beautiful, beautiful place, which happened to be Husker's birthplace. The secret getaway to the top of the mountains with nice mushroom fruits. And also, his mentor's bones. This was where he had buried them. So he went to gather them. Husker and Thal spent the night up there. Briar and Ava spent the night down there. Briar found out she had some memories that were fully locked away. Which apparently gave her, like, a migraine whenever Avis tried to make you remember.
Supposedly.
I say make you remember as if it wasn't just a name she mentioned.
Yeah. I don't know if I believe her.
The day after, at dawn, when the shield had recharged, Husker and Thal jumped down off the mountain. That's right, we didn't fly all the way, we jumped.
That was mistaken eyesight.
Look at
Almost
you.
went really poorly.
No, it worked. It worked. That was what the 7500 d6 was for. That was roll damage. You know, a hypothetical, in case it didn't work. But it did, and we landed just fine, perfectly, and no one was hurt or bothered.
Unbothered.
Then Husker had a weird moment with the serpents.
The fuck?
Okay, you woke up, scaled, with
A little
funky
bit.
eyes. You lost half your feathers,
Half is generous.
and you went raspy.
Yeah, I gotta remember what that sounds
Yeah,
like.
you
Man
went
just
all-
needed a drink of water, dude. Chill.
We went all creepy on us.
Man,
Oh.
man has a skin condition and just needs a drink of water. Give him a break.
Yeah, really, he's being kind of prejudiced.
And his eyes? Come on now.
You-
All three things revealing themselves at once? Unlikely.
He was wearing contact
It
lenses
is-
this entire time, but he felt like it was okay to tell you now.
Beautiful is right, but also weird.
The
It all
secret of
manifested just there. And we ended off making our way for Citadel in order to fulfill some plans or
Yes,
make
sir.
preparations for some plans.
Yes.
Got it.
On your way back, Joe, like on your way back from whatever you were doing, you stumbled upon Avis, who was heading in the opposite direction that the party were going.
Okay.
She told you that they were heading for Citadel, where they were like the direction they were going, and that she would call for you. So she used her sending stone to contact Brian.
Okay. Cool.
Just to let me know that you were alive and on your
Yeah.
way. But not like where you were.
Not particularly in that order, because she didn't actually know that you guys were heading to Citadel until after the call. But those were the things that were accomplished within that space of time.
Yeah.
Cool. Nifty.
So, you guys are slowly start heading towards Citadel.
Which would take us about a day.
I think we decided it would take about a day. At which, like a few hours in, Gregor managed to catch up by taking some quicker pass through the forest just to make time to catch up.
His
So we'll just
long
say,
orc legs.
as you guys are like turning down the main sort of dirt path towards Citadel, out of the bushes pops Gregor.
Comically
Ooh.
like that?
Hello.
No, probably not. But yeah, I'll intersect your path. Hello, I thought you guys may have been going this way. Sorry that I had to leave for a little bit there, but I was actually near my home village, which isn't too far from here.
Oh,
What? Why?
how was the
take
visit?
us- What? Okay, yeah, that first.
Sorry, yes, it was, well, I didn't really talk to anyone so much as I just kind of looked into the village for a little bit and took some notes about some things, but it still looks like my hometown. And I know I didn't tell anyone that I was going to do that, but I really couldn't sleep that well, so, and I think it was because I get kind of pensive and weird when I'm near my hometown for some reason, and I just needed to go see what was there, and I just had to go. So I apologize if I caused any of you any worry.
well, we were concerned, but welcome back.
Also, who is this? And I point to Husker.
Yeah.
Your guess.
What are you talking
Um,
about?
What are you
Glad
talking
you had a
about?
good homecoming, Gregor. But it's me. Your feathered one?
You sound so anime. It's great.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's having a full anime arc, and I'm leaning into it.
But with like significantly
Now
less,
I feel self-conscious and I'm gonna stop.
No.
significantly less feathers than before.
Mm-hmm.
Like half
Yes, it
the
does
feathers.
look like less feathers.
Little.
Did you guys have a run-in with someone who may have caused this?
A long time ago.
Yeah.
Oh wait, are these the serpents? Did the serpents do this to you?
It's a gift, Gregor.
Ah,
They bestowed
So-
me with a gift.
okay. So can you fly now? Can you get your? Are you able to fly again?
A little.
Just look at him.
A little.
Okay. Right.
Complicated.
Right. Are you in any kind of pain?
Gregor, I'm fine. What are you talking about? Let's be
Okay,
on our way.
Yes. Let's.
Mm-hmm.
And if we start walking, I kind of want to walk just like a foot and a half behind wherever Husker's walking.
Okay.
I feel like that's the general vibe.
Yeah.
We're all watching Husker.
I don't know about Fal, but I'm pretty sure last session you said that you were walking a bit behind.
Yeah.
And now Gregor is. Thal,
Then maybe I'm walking in line with Briar then.
Thal, are you walking up close to Husker? Are you also walking about a foot and a half behind?
No, I'm
Fine.
walking a bit closer. I'm walking a bit
Okay.
closer.
He's
About
like the middleman.
yeah, about 3.5 feet behind.
So can I do like? So you remember that scene in Men in Black where he comes into the farm, like sugar, I need, and he's like not himself. But does it look like there is someone wearing this like a weird suit of Husker around?
Yeah, is there a skin suit
Or-
going on? Or?
I mean, like Husker looks similar still. Like he just looks like he's lost some feathers. He's grown some scales. Like it's Husker, and he's acting a bit differently. But really, that would be up to each individual person to decide whether or not you think this is a creature in a skin suit of Husker.
Is it more like he looks like he's diseased?
Yeah, he more just looks like he's like run down right now. Like all of the things that you're getting from him, apart from his attitude, which is very lively. Correct me if I'm wrong. He looks a little bit diseased. Like his voice is raspy. His skin, like his feathers and skin, are falling out, a bit mangy, like that sort of thing. But his attitude is like very positive.
Very cool.
Nailed it.
Right. Okay. Fair enough then.
Curious.
Tight.
Can I? I'm a bit closer. Can I go up and try and lay on hands? Because I can use 5 HP to either cure disease or neutralize a poison.
Which one?
Let's go for disease.
You'll use 5 points of lay on hands. Husker, your throat's a little bit less raspy now, but but that,
Hey, you giving me an out?
I mean, you can have it as an out, but I was more meaning like that cold that you develop when you're up in the mountains. It's kind of gone away now. You're feeling a little bit less bunged up.
Let's turn
It
back.
isn't a disease.
I'm not hurt. I'm not hurt, Thal. What was that?
So you might want, I don't know, reassuring hand. Yeah, you can feel the healing energy. Never mind. I was curious.
Mm-hmm.
You sounded raspy, okay? Maybe you still had a cold.
Did soothe my throat a little. I really am fine. I don't understand why you're all acting so weird.
I'm totally on board.
Yeah, Briar gets
You say from a foot and a half behind.
hiding behind Gregor. I'm on board.
I'm totally on board.
Love
Totally
it.
on board, dog. Loving it.
Have your body turned scaly and draconic. You can't blame
Half.
us for being a little bit concerned.
Half is generous. Keep saying half. That's not half.
I look over him.
Don't analyze.
Okay, maybe 30%.
Okay.
You get my point.
I feel good.
You
Did
do
the
sound
people in
lively.
your lively. Did the people in your village see you changed like this? Did you go back? No. Okay.
No, he's We've not gone back since we left, which was just after you left.
All right.
And this happened this morning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
maybe like half an hour ago. Oh no,
Yeah,
you walked for a little while, so maybe like an hour and a bit ago.
Yeah. It's a new development.
Got it. Right. So now we I ran into Avis. We're on to Citadel.
mhm.
I know
Okay.
that sounds bad, but Briar had a good reason. Explain it, Briar.
You totally will when I finish my handful of sunflower seeds.
Oh, of course, Briar.
Got it. Yes.
Can I get in on those?
You know,
Yeah, thank you.
ow.
I'm gentle.
Oh, that is a point that I forgot to mention.
Oh,
His beak is also like raggedy now, like it looks like it's been like very harshly cut, like carved.
jagged.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a new mask. Hopefully for next week.
Did out of character, did the session with the serpents was everybody else deafened to that? No?
No.
Okay. Got it.
So the plan is that Citadel probably, well, there's a couple of plans, both happening in Citadel. The first
Sounds
one
great.
is that we realized that in Elizia, the like gem thing that we need to take for Husker is like their pride and joy, and it would be easier probably to replace it with a replica of the same thing instead of trying to take it and run and hope for the best.
Right.
And also, if we give a replica, morally it makes Thal feel better.
I appreciate you considering.
Because
So
they
we
don't
can get-
lose anything.
Right.
But we need a
Um,
gem, and I need to replicate it. So we need like the magic knowledge of
Do
that.
we know what it looks like? Do we have to see it in person before we can replicate it? Or
I-
is it?
I asked Avis to pass the message along. We know that it's an emerald, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
we could at least, at the very minimum, buy a big emerald, carve it down.
So annoyingly, everyone in this party, including Avis, have heard of it, have heard descriptions, but never actually seen it.
Yeah.
So it's not published anywhere.
There's
even
not
though it's
really
famed.
paintings or anything like that. Really.
We are going to a library, so we could try to study it. Maybe there's something somewhere.
Oh. Right. Maybe some old scrolls. Yes.
But if not, we could just get a really big emerald, learn what we need to learn, and then do it there, which is less ideal, but I assume
Right.
maybe they'll have a gem carver there if they have an emerald as their pride and joy. Like a jeweler or something.
Yes. Who would make?
Assume
I
so.
don't know.
Yeah, like
Small, collectible
yeah,
versions of it.
something like that. But we could be like, we're giving you the resources to make us like a real life-size one. You just need to carve it, and we'll pay you. You know, and they'd be like, "That's cool, because I don't have to supply the emerald." Hopefully.
Right.
The other plan is, you know that group that we've had chasing us for ages, the one that has the symbol with the circles and everything.
I do. Yes.
We haven't actually looked into them at all. We just let them kill us. So, so I thought
okay,
maybe
So then, yes.
we could research that at the same time.
Wow, it really
That
did
would-
take them killing one of you for you guys to
Yeah.
do something about
Yeah,
it.
we had to wait till Thal
Cool.
died before we realized
We're like,
that maybe.
this sucks. We gotta
Yeah.
do something about
Right.
this.
Well, to be
5%
fair,
less.
until then we didn't know that there were assassins coming. We just knew that they existed. But we have seen the symbol in a lot of places several times, so like it's probably for the best that we maybe research it as much as we can. And Citadel is probably the biggest library, or one of the biggest libraries, except maybe Tahambora. So
Right.
it would be a good place to start researching. There was some other
Right,
stuff
yes.
that we were considering doing, but I don't know if any of it's happening. I just don't know how much you guys like books, because I'm happy to research for days, but I don't know how long you guys want to wait, or if you want to be involved. And
15 minutes.
Val, you wanted to research something as well, right? I don't remember what it was right now.
Yeah, but I'm a slow reader.
But if we go by Thal's reading time, I could maybe get a few books out of the way.
All right.
I mean,
If we go
I
by
could do
Fal's
some
reading speed, we could, get like 7, but like by the time Fal's read like a paragraph, you could maybe have unlocked the history of the universe.
Yeah, maybe. I'll try. But-
Well, I could always do research on Elizia. I'm always curious to know the presence of bardic culture in different places. So if we are going to the library, I will have something to do.
Okay, well maybe we split it up a bit then. Like, I imagine the people that are assassinating us might not have much record of them, but it will take a lot of searching to find any records of them. So maybe 2 of us could look for stuff on that. One of us could look for Elizia and the gem and everything, and then Thal could research his stuff.
I think that's a good idea.
So like me and you, Husker, can go try and find books on the assassins.
You think they're going to be published?
Well, the symbol's been in places that isn't just the assassins, and they wore it on their chest as like no, they didn't wear it on their chest. They didn't wear it.
One big thing of note is that the assassins didn't have any
The letter.
heraldry on them. The letter within the parcel did.
But we have seen it in other
We
places.
have seen it other places.
So it might be recorded.
Okay.
Even like an alias might be recorded, and then that's at least somewhere to start. You know. I think that's a good idea.
All right. Yes.
And then
yeah, I think it's a good idea. Yeah.
one small problem: we don't have any money, because we used it to bring Thal back to life, and we do
I have
need.
some on me.
Do you have enough to buy a big emerald? A really big emerald?
Oh,
A really,
no,
really
I have,
big emerald.
I have 15 gold.
Yeah.
What?
We might need to make some money real quick somehow.
What?
That's, I could put on the best show I've ever played. Get enough
yeah.
money for an well,
We could do that.
an idea.
Do you have anything of value? Jewelry or
I could go back and find my painting supplies. I'm pretty sure they're still in my church room, and then sell those.
value, darling? No.
Hey, they were expensive. All right.
Okay. Now they're all dried up and crusty. I don't think so.
I'm just trying to help.
I know.
Well, maybe there are some evil doers there who have money that we can steal.
That also is a great idea. Yeah.
Do you think the king will give a fighter's reward for the shield?
What was
I think you'll have your head for that.
what
Keep
did
that thing on
Yeah,
the
hide it.
wraps. Yeah.
How the hell do you want me to do that? Have you seen the size of this thing?
you got a
Put a
cloak?
tarp over it.
You still have my jacket.
Yeah.
I would like to reiterate they would do something, but the shield is a tower shield about the same size as Thal.
We could.
Are
Have you guys
Gotta
ever?
hide the sim water.
Have you guys ever read those books where they have like 3 people stacked on top of each other, and then they put a big coat over the top, and it looks like a big tall person?
What?
You don't know that?
Yeah.
What we could do that with the shield, right?
What?
We could make an extra party member, right? Put a jacket over it.
Oh yes.
I mean,
Sure, I'll paint a little face on it.
yeah.
Make him like a hi. Who are you, sir? Show yourself.
Put a hood over it so people can't really see the face,
Stupid weekend ever.
and then we just have to
What's
carry
his
it around.
name?
Yeah, what is his name?
Sir Strong Shield.
Shield Silverstein.
Shield silver. That's very good. That is a very very good. Wow.
Or he could be one of those like really mad people that doesn't like to tell people their name. You know, he'd be really rude.
It's a grumpy shield.
Yeah, like he doesn't tell people. He's like, don't talk to me.
Don't talk to me. I'm busy with doing shield stuff. Gotta feed my shield kids.
Wait, it's a
Black
it,
you.
oh, you
Black.
can't take it off, can you? Your shield.
No.
No, it's stuck to his body.
Yeah, it's kind of cursed.
He can move it around his being.
Okay.
So you could be
As-
like buddy with Mr.
As long
Shield.
as it's a piece of him touching the shield, it's okay.
They're holding hands. They're boyfriends.
They're like that.
Yes, this is my boyfriend, Shield Silverstein.
Yeah, perfect. I have the cloak that I took from that one guy, and you still have my jacket, so we could cover him up quite a bit.
Sure, let's try it now. Let's try it now. See how that works before we
Let's
get
do
into
it
the scene and
now.
have to
Let's
improvise.
do it now.
Okay. I put the hood over it.
Okay.
There's no head. There's
As you put the cloak onto it, and like you like hold up the hood, and as soon as you like go over it, just
yeah, just
on
fun.
top of it, and then you realize maybe about half of the shield at the bottom is still revealed.
That
That's
could
good,
be
that's-
armor.
We need a bigger cloak.
That's
That-
what he looks like.
The
I
shield.
cast Mage Hand, and I'm like doing this on top of the shield. Hello, I'm the shield.
How long?
Something of note as well, Dave, is
Going well.
to make it like another person, you need to hold it out, like as far like outwards, with the shield. And although the shield is magically connected to your being, you'll still have to hold your arm out directly outwards constantly, and it starts to hurt.
It's very heavy.
It's a very heavy
This
shield that
isn't
you're
it,
holding at
guys.
arm's
Shall-
length.
As much as I love Shield Silverstein,
gonna-
this isn't it.
I'm gonna try to hold it out. I'm gonna do my very best ventriloquist act
Roaming
and see if I can
performance.
pull it off the shield.
Real stupid.
Roaming performance.
Yeah, I rolled a 9.
So far you hold him out, and whilst the mouse goes up and down, you go, "Hi, my name is Shield Silverstein," but don't make any attempt to make your mouth stop moving.
Oh.
And then I just look at. I'm selling it pretty well, aren't I?
Yeah, it looks great. I'm-
You could
I'm-
open
I knew it.
for me, so.
Yeah.
Are you guys kidding? It looks so terrible.
Deal with that.
Well, you really killed that moment.
Are you guys not seeing what I'm seeing?
I'm
It's-
seeing a few people just trying to have some fun.
Okay. Well, we're trying to not have Val get executed by the king. Remember that.
Can you shrink it
Right.
down
Ooh.
at all?
Can I?
Yeah.
Is that an option?
Do you have a spell for it? If you have enlarge reduce, you could enlarge reduce Thal, which then would make his shield smaller.
Just a tiny foul.
It would be a small spell, yeah.
That would be cute.
I speak with animals.
You could ask a bird to be the head, I guess.
Wait, can you remind me why you are giving the shield back?
He's not.
Money.
Money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna explain that I can't part with it.
Give it back.
You know,
Right.
at least you'll know where it is.
But we need to.
That's not a good plan, is it?
No.
Well, if you convince him that you are a worthy steward of the shield, maybe, but
You could word it that you rescued the shield from whoever stole it, and now it is cursed to be connected to you.
I don't think that's gonna fly.
Because the queen has magic, right? So maybe she'll have a way of removing the curse, first of all. And then if she does, you could just pass it over. But second of all, that makes you look good. Because you can prove it, right? Because he can try and take the shield and then it'll just not budge. So it's not like you'll be like holding on to it being like, haha, I can't lose it. Like, he'll see that you can't give it back.
Actually, I'm curious, Josh. What happens if I try and move too far away from the shield?
Can I like hold on to it and as he steps backwards?
It is gonna.
So
to him.
you grab hold
Surely I
of
can
it.
take it off, right? Like I've fallen asleep. I'm not falling asleep on top of the shield.
I think you might be.
Yes, you are.
Am I?
Oh, damn.
You so
Use it
Oh
as
my
a
um,
god! Talk about our
Bro-
blanket.
Briar grabs hold of it, and you start trying to move backwards. Sound, your hand is wide open, but the handle of the one of the handles of the shield is like still connected to your hand, like it's like as if you're grabbing hold of it, but it's just resting against your hand. And you pull back as hard as you can, and you start pulling Briar with you as she's holding onto it.
So, but if we did
Maybe it was
that,
too light.
maybe Gregor, and I gesture for him to come over.
Yes.
on. You hold it. You're stronger than me.
This is not your.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Both of you roll strength
Hold on,
checks.
Gregor.
What's
Both of you
that?
roll strength checks.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
When the item is cursed to your strongest part, remember? Sad times.
Whoops. I got an
Damn
8.
it.
Oh wait, I rolled a save. Oh, I don't think it matters because it's both a +1 anyway.
Yeah.
So and
So very similar thing starts happening, just getting pulled along with it as you start walking backwards.
Um, but would
tried
you
really hard.
wouldn't you believe that? Because it doesn't look like he's
Yeah, I
holding
would
on
believe
to
it. I mean, you could always just give it to the king and start walking away, and then
Yeah.
you'll see that it's going towards you.
Okay, new plan. We earn money some other way, and in case the king ever finds out I have this, then we can fall back on this.
Are you sure about that? You want him to find you with his shield before you tell him that you found his shield?
I don't. I like it.
I think yeah.
I like
I
it.
also like you having that shield.
Well, I mean, do you guys have any way of covering up the symbol on it? Because it can't be damaged because it's a magic item. So we can't,
Yes,
like,
bigger.
scrape it off.
I pick up leaves and branches, and do I have twine of some kind?
Sure.
I start just tying leaves and branches over the shield. Be like, see, now it's a camouflage shield.
Not the worst.
Arguably the best idea so far.
Yeah, how much of it is still showing? Because there was, like, elven writing around the outside.
I mean, yeah, look, so the shield is actually very plain apart from like the rim of it, like the brim all the way around. Otherwise, it's just kind of like a very heavy iron banded shield. But all the way around the edge, there is elven script and like small carvings of like warriors in battle and stuff like that going around. You managed to cover a little bit of it, but it's quite a large shield.
And it did have the...
And once you start getting to the bottom where like gravity starts pulling down on these pieces of twine and roots and stuff like that, it's a lot harder to cover.
Didn't it have the symbol of the family, like, in the center of the shield? Or was
No, that was at the top.
Okay. So it was, like, in the rim part?
Yeah, there's like a little
Okay.
part that like bumps up,
Okay.
like in a circle, in like a half circle. That is where the symbol is.
I mean, I guess, yeah. But if any of that falls off and somebody knows it, we are going into the middle of his guardsmen.
Right.
And
We
he also
paint it.
lives here.
We paint it.
Well, growing up, we had to use the mud in this area somewhat like clay, so we can do this. And I take I don't know, like dirt or mud, and I like pack it into the carved symbols to try to make a like a flush.
That's absolutely never coming out, but yes, you can do that.
Oh my god.
There's gonna be remnants of remnants of citadel stone in there for like years to
Bill.
come. Yeah, but you do it. You pack it in, and like it takes like as it fall away and crumble. And it's not the exact right kind of clay. It's not like clay soil. It's just like soil.
Right.
But you eventually manage to get a pretty nice like cover. Like if you left it in the sun for quite a while, it would probably bake and be more what you wanted.
I mean, this will do for now. This will get us through the door, I think. Now it's just a big shield.
What did the queen want us to do before we left?
She
Oh,
wanted us
fuck.
to figure out the wolf, right?
Mhm.
Like find his identity, take him down.
Did she say she would pay us for that?
Presumably?
But we assumed.
Probably,
She
but
didn't
also-
say she would.
If the queen asks us to do something, we should most likely do it.
Is there anything in Citadel that you need on your list? That you know about? Like, I don't remember what things were on the list. I just know there was a big list.
Rock feather, angel feather.
Nothing specifically in Citadel.
The queen
far as I
told
can
us about the Wolf, a crime organization that needs dealing with.
Yes.
That is
Yes.
what I have.
Sounds like a whole lot of not our business, to be honest.
They need
If we make it our
dealing with?
business?
She did.
She can't.
If you guys want, from like the last session, I said notes will need to be referenced. But if you want anything before then, you can ask, and I will. And you can like roll like an intelligence. So I can see if you remember it.
I mean, if the wolf is still there, I mean, if we need an audience with the queen, we can do it under the guise of we have business about the wolf, perhaps.
Is that how we get money? Kill the wolf?
It sounds like the easiest way to get money. Or we
Right.
could even skip the money phase and just ask for a big emerald from her.
Oh, okay.
But
You could say we need some money for expenses towards the wolf.
we could do that.
Yeah.
We are
You're
on.
trying to get per diem?
Yeah.
We could try
It's
that.
bold.
Doubt it'll work, but we could try it.
What animal name did that guy have? We met him, was it Weasel? It was
Yeah,
Weasel,
we
wasn't
met
it?
the weasel, yeah.
He hated that. I could not convince him to just kill the wolf and be the wolf.
No.
He was very flighty about that.
That's not what he wanted.
We should just kill. Let's just kill the wolf.
Okay.
I'm almost certain I said that last time.
You
But
did.
let's kill the wolf, get money, fund the rest of our adventures. Let's just kill him.
But we need to find him.
We need to find him.
I don't think we got very far in searching last time, did we?
No, we ran away like pretty much immediately.
We were trying to get the attention of the owl?
Yeah. Which we, well.
Not
no.
really. Not really at all.
No.
That went very poorly, and then we left the city.
Can this conversation be happening as we are?
Yes,
as
it
we're
is.
Oh, we're
as
walking and
we're
talking.
We're not like
Oh, yeah.
standing still. Okay. Well, first maybe we can go just see how much a gem costs, or if there is a cubic zirconian version of the gem. You know, that may be significantly cheaper than the
Colored
actual
glass.
one.
Yeah.
Or if there is a spell that we can convince someone to give to us or sell to us that creates one. Though that may
gem.
be just as expensive.
Yeah, probably.
Not more so.
Right.
Unrelated, I'm pretty sure Thal has died in this conversation.
Hmm.
And it's probably a good idea maybe that we don't get pulled in front of royalty while we're there. I feel like we would have a lot of things to explain.
Yeah, we have avoid that at all costs. What happened to Dave?
He's gone.
Hi. So sorry about that.
Hi, Dave.
Okay.
I'm on board with the Maroon to Wolf plan.
I mean, we still
You
need to know
are?
what the emerald looks like. Yeah,
That's
well,
what? Okay. We got that.
I'm not.
Oh, he's not. Oh, misheard you.
I'm
Damn
not
it, though.
dipped.
Damn it, though.
well, I think we still need to go to the library to figure out what the gem looks like. See if we can figure out who is hunting us. Maybe go from there as far as where we're going to find how to procure a gem of that size.
Is this within the same day that Ava's messaged me about
Yeah.
Gregor? Okay, so I can't use the rock.
You can use it.
Oh, so they have one use each,
Yeah.
right? Okay. I might hit her up real quick and just be like, it's 25 words,
Okay.
right? 2 things. First of all, have you seen the gem? Second of all, should I hide my face? That's the end. That's my 25 words.
Okay.
Ava's like, oh, I'm fucking busy. Go away.
Dear, it's
Take care
about
later.
1 day's travel from where we split to Elizia. So no, I haven't seen the gem. Also, that is up to you. 25 words.
God, she's
Oh.
absolutely no use. She's...
I could have told you that.
Damn it. I feel like it's for the best if I don't do book thief again, right?
Book thief.
Probably.
A different book thief.
But if I do something else, it might be for the best.
Gem thief?
What about... Well, do we want to steal a gem? Wait, is that part of this?
Wait. No, just because you have a thief theme going on.
One persona?
Stealing the gem is on the table because
It could
if
happen.
that turns out to be our only option. We're going to have to do that.
I will claim the title of gem thief if I steal a gem. But for
Oh,
now,
that's way
it's just
cooler than book thief.
just
way
gonna be
cooler.
like... I'm just gonna be like Jeb. The farmhand.
Jeb?
And I'm gonna like turn into like a male like farmer man. Like a little bit
Really?
A
scruffy.
gem thief.
Maybe less farmer, more like a stable hand, like just a kind of scruffy guy.
Where'd he come from?
My brain.
Ooh.
Nice.
It's just
Actually-
a character I've been workshopping.
No, it's in this novel that I've been reading. He's called Jeb. He's, you know, the stable boy. Anyway,
One of those steamy novels.
anyway,
One of those you have to show
Does he
me.
does he hide the gems in the horses? What's going on?
he's
What
not a
the
gem
fuck?
thief. He's not. There's no. He's just a stable hand.
Pal, what the fuck did you just... Jesus.
I've read a book once. They did that in there.
You read some
What
weird books.
book?
now.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, wait, everybody stop walking, everybody stop walking. What fucking book, man?
It was something about some insane heists.
Hmm.
Is that what Ocean's 13 is like in this universe?
Yeah.
Take the gem, put it in the horse.
Yeah, just shove it right up the arsehole of the horse.
Put it in the horse.
They'll never think to look.
I don't know how it ends. I put it down after that. I thought it was quite weird.
Okay, good.
No,
You have to see that through to the end. Yeah, honestly.
I just imagine that a stable hand is gonna not draw much attention, and I can maybe get into places that people wouldn't let us.
Okay, but if I can make a suggestion,
Uh-huh.
make him slightly more attractive.
Excuse you.
I'm just saying. Hot people go anywhere. They
Yep.
aren't
It's
questions.
true.
Trust me. I know.
I look over his like half deceased body.
See?
Uh-huh.
No one asks. No one asks.
I
It's
feel
just
like
nothing.
everything you've done, I've asked you what you're doing.
You don't count. You don't count.
I thought Jeff was attractive. Wait, what's not attractive about him?
Just make the eyes a little smokier, the jaw a little sharper, get some stubble, just a little bit, you know. Yeah. Now
Maybe
we're
a
talking.
haircut.
Maybe a little haircut.
Wait, but he's supposed to be scruffy. The whole point is that he's not rich, so people will let him in like skeevier places.
Mm,
If he has a
she's right. You have
haircut,
to walk the fine line.
maybe he has more of a beard instead of stubble.
Make him bearded, a little beard.
Your turn.
How do we feel about it? I do like half without, half with.
Oh God.
Where are we going?
Are we talking
That's
about
good.
like?
Just the one.
Are you like a
What?
Sean Bean type?
Yeah,
Oh, kind of. Yeah.
Sean Bean-esque.
Okay.
Yeah, Sean Bond.
Scene Bean.
Scene Bean.
Twinkle the star. Sort of seeming.
Scene
It
Bean's
depends
the
what
guy.
you
Scene Bean's the guy who dies in like every movie he's in, bar like 2.
True.
Yeah. He's good at that.
Damn.
He's good at
Yeah.
dying.
That's a sad kind of typecasting.
Was he Boromir?
He was.
Yeah.
Boromir.
Boromir. Damn.
Okay, yeah, go for that.
Man looked up Sean Bean and went,
I did.
You're good. He's not bad.
He's like
I'm-
man-ass man.
I'm Sean
He's
Bean.
a man.
No.
Full stop.
Okay, so you become Sean Bean.
Called Jeb. Though.
Called Jeb.
Old Jeb.
Full Jim. Okay.
I don't have an accent for him. I feel like this one doesn't fit.
Yeah, that's not gonna
Oh,
cut it.
really?
Probably.
I could do something like this. Maybe this is very
Keep the talking to a
Good,
minimum.
yes.
Maybe Jeb is mute.
I'm a cowboy, babe.
I could.
Oh my god. Oh, baby.
I could make it look
Hell
like his
yeah.
tongue was cut out.
That's gross. Why?
That's
Then
very
he can't-
brutal.
But then he can't talk.
No.
I
No.
feel
No,
like
what?
he'll need to talk, right?
Just sew his mouth shut. What are you talking about, Jigsaw? What the fuck?
So his mouth shut is better than cut
You-
his tongue out?
What? You don't get to be incredulous. You don't. You just don't.
Well, I'm probably gonna have to talk. I mean, I don't need this right
That's-
now.
Yeah.
I just
Wait.
Talk quietly.
Does disguise self not let you alter your voice?
No.
It does.
not this.
It
one.
does. Oh, not yours.
Not the. I mean, it might.
I could have sworn it does.
Maybe a little bit.
I could have sworn.
I swan to John.
I swan to John.
No, you have to get like a feat to change your voice, right?
Not really.
I'm checking now.
I'm
Or
keeping
alter
it.
self, maybe?
Could have sworn.
Alter self might, but I'm pretty sure you have to get a feat to like mimic accents. Effectively.
Yeah, it doesn't allow you to do voices. For that, you would need like the I think it's actor. There's like a feat that allows you to like mimic voices or something.
Oh. Okay.
I could talk like this, or I could talk. How about this? That's good or bad.
You sound slow. Okay.
Go
Right,
full
what if
Sean
I-
Bean.
What if I talk a little bit higher, but a soulless accent? What about that? Is that good?
Oh, it's not bad.
Is this alright? Is this fair?
I
It's not too bad.
suppose that could work.
Just in case I need to talk, right? But no, like.
So this character is just Sean Bean.
Is it? Yeah, it's just Sean Bean. All roads lead to Sean Bean.
His
but-
name is no longer Jeb. It's now Scene. Scene Bean.
Scene.
Bean.
I-
Bean.
But I don't need to talk as him right now, so. It's just in case. I mean, it's for. I switch back to Briar for now. It's for like heading into shady areas, like maybe the wolf or the weasel or whatever. Like maybe we could get Jeb hired for something. Is all I'm thinking. It's it's so you guys know it's possible.
Yeah, it gives us options.
Yeah. But I don't need him right now.
What's
I
happening?
am just gonna change myself into like another girl for walking around town, but Jeb can be there in case we need him.
Yeah, okay. Well then, while we're there, maybe we just keep our eyes and ears open for any wolf activity. And if there's something we can deal with that may get us some coins, then we can perhaps do that too.
I mean, we know the part of town that the wolf works in, right?
Vaguely?
So we
Yeah.
could head there and hope for the best, maybe?
Yes,
Or-
we should do that after the library.
Yes. And the library is on the other side of town from where we're coming in, which is a long travel.
Oh, well,
But we kind of have to.
that's-
So
yep. I have to.
we're just gonna have to walk for a while.
Yeah.
And technically, we'll have to walk through the wolf's den to get there,
Oh, all right.
unless there's another library that I don't know about. But we went to the one in the Owl's Perch.
They're different branches.
Couldn't go back to that one.
We might have to.
shouldn't go back.
But I won't be the book thief. It'll be fine. I'll be random blonde girl.
Random blonde girl. My favorite. Random blonde.
It'll
I
be
didn't
fine.
think that was your type, Gregor.
By random blonde girl, are we going for like Athena's daughter from Percy Jackson, but like the
Yeah.
actual one?
Yeah, something
Okay,
like that.
thank you.
I got some muscle. Why not?
Okay, cool.
I've always dreamed of muscle as Briar, so. So we have to go through Wolf's Den to get to Owl's Perch, unless we go the whole opposite way, which would take longer.
And also, if you go
Yeah,
into the library, that is in the Owl's Perch.
Yeah.
Well, go through where the wolf den is, and maybe that ends up being the first thing we do, but we should try to get to the library first.
So we should just listen out when we go past there, see if we hear anything,
Yes.
and then head straight to the library.
Yeah, see if there's any conversations happening at various dice tables or what have you.
That
Sounds
did not
good
go
to me.
well the first time.
Yes, I have a score to settle, perhaps. Maybe not. I don't know.
Wow.
Can't decide how annoyed I am about it.
So let's head. Right? So the shield's as covered as it can be. Is anyone else trying to cover themselves, or?
Why would I do that?
Well, because the queen knows what you look like.
Like you said, you look a lot different now.
How will you respond if the queen, sees us and then asks you specifically what happened?
I think that's going to
Curious.
happen. I don't think that's going to happen. Going out on a limb.
Never know.
See, I fell.
Fell into the pile of
Yeah.
steam.
And yes. What a silly accident. We've all been there.
When it happens.
How many yellow bird men have I seen besides Husker, just in our travels?
Excellent question.
Not tons, actually. Aarakocra are kind of not particularly rare, but they don't, as you guys have discovered like last time, they don't come from this plane and don't tend to stay here very long when they do. So a few, but not that really look like Husker. They all kind of had their own distinct patterning and species, like subspecies as well. He's one of the rarer races, I'd say.
I mean, it's fine. I'm just saying that, like, not many bird people hang around Citadel much, and you are the only yellow one I've seen. And you are still yellow and still a birdman, as much as your body is fighting against it. So,
What? Why would you say that?
I poke at the scaled parts.
Not that. Ouch.
That doesn't.
But stop it.
What color
It'll be
is
fine.
the scales are
You're not
copper
putting
and-
you're not
No.
putting mud on me.
So like patches like copper and gold.
We don't need to put mud on you, but we could put the coat on you or the cloak on you that we were going to put on Mr. Shield.
I don't think that's going to obfuscate the fact that I'm still a yellow bird.
If you wear a cloak with a hood and you wear it
No.
wrapped,
The beak.
well, I mean, you could be one of those other birds, the ones that don't talk as well.
They're very small.
You could hunch down.
They're
I squat
I guess
and
it's time
walk
to squat.
around.
disguising as a kenku. I don't think that's going to work.
I absolutely love the idea that was just your attempt to get Husker to shut up. You could just be one of those birds that don't talk.
Be a kenku. Yeah.
I mean, Gregor, this also applies to you. You're also pretty identifiable. You're slightly less identifiable than Husker because he's bright yellow, but she's still seen your face as well, and you talk to her.
Yes, I suppose I have. Well, I think perhaps when we get into town, I'll just procure procure a cloak of some kind. Wait, do we have a cloak with hoods?
I have one cloak with a hood, but not enough for
Right.
everyone.
Yeah, I'll just pick one up at, I don't know, the first store I see as we go in.
I don't know if this is gonna, because all three of you kind of need to hide. I mean, Thal's from
Why?
here a little bit more. Why?
Well, he's a copper guy now.
Oh
They
yeah.
remember. They remember a
I
great
said,
man.
do I?
No, you don't need to. if
My
you have
entire color scheme
copper.
changed.
True. The
Can
shield
I
is.
do,
I'm
like-
just thinking about the shield still.
Yeah.
Can I do like
Wait.
a 4-flavor mage hand, which is 2 smaller mage hands, and then I do this?
For the purpose of the joke, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. This is
Excellent.
good, guys.
That'll work.
Yeah, man.
No, I'll just
I
get a
bet-
wait. Do I have any money left from?
No.
I have 35 gold. I remember being like 12 and figuring this out for the first time and just being fucking amazed.
How much do you think cloaks go for? Do you think like 26 copper would get me a
A cheap one,
cloak
probably.
with a hood?
Like a,
Yeah.
like a not well made one that would cover your body, probably.
That's fine.
As long as you don't want like, you know, silks or embroidery or
No.
anything like that.
That is
I could also make someone invisible for a minute, but I don't think that's gonna help.
You all sound so out of touch. with the like in terms of like your characters seem like they're all rich boys who have like never like is that whole bread test? You know the whole like bread test that they ask on celebrities, or, like milk test, where like how much is a loaf of bread or how much is a pint of
Oh.
milk thing.
How much? It's just a banana, Michael. How much could it cost? $10?
Hey man, that works for Briar, it's fine. So a cloak would be fine. Are you
Yeah,
gonna
I'll
cover
get a cloak.
yourself, Husker?
What?
Are you gonna hide at all?
I still do. No.
Well then there's no point in us all hiding. Because Husker is by far the most identifiable one of the group.
I'll just walk a few feet away.
And then what? They're gonna capture you, be like, you haven't done our job. Time to get killed.
well, we're still working on it.
Good luck. Good luck.
The whole of the
Killing.
King's Guard versus you, Husker. I'm sorry, but didn't you
Killing.
just lose your magic?
Hey,
I don't mean to interrupt
I've
her,
got-
but it's Queen's Guard. And so,
Oh, sorry, the
Like-
Queen's Guard.
yeah, don't be. Come on, don't be heteronormative.
I just don't like the Queen. I like the King. So
Oh no, like to be fair, historically it was the King's Guard, but the Queen is currently in charge. So.
the Queen's the Queen. So we could just go in. I'm sure they won't notice. They might even let us off because it's still been some time.
City.
But if he's not gonna hide, we don't need to hide.
Right. It'll be. We've dealt with problems as they come up. Sometimes we've gotten really big trouble. I do a quick side look to Thal, but for the most part, we've gotten out of it. We've gotten landed on our feet, per se.
We do all still live. So
We all still live.
just
Just.
So we just march straight in.
I guess so. Yeah, sure. If we get caught, I'm blaming you, Husker.
Fair. I get it.
And you guys start heading more forcefully towards Citadel. You could either force march it to Citadel and arrive like in the middle of the night, or you could take a camp before and arrive there in the morning.
Camp sounds good.
Okay. Guess we camp.
Yeah, I guess it can't. Well, is there an option to, well, do we get there in the middle of the night so that no one sees us?
I mean, there's still gonna be guards on the door. They don't just let people in. And also, I mean, turning up in the middle of the night isn't a bad idea. We could just then go to an inn and rest, but either
No
way,
money.
No.
people are gonna see
No.
us. We'd see less
Right, we can
people.
camp. I think camping is fine. Wake up rested.
Just in case.
Okay, everyone who's giving me watches, who's doing watches, give me watches. So decide amongst yourselves who's watching.
Should we do the same as usual? Does anyone deliberately need to sleep some more? I look at Thal.
Probably.
Still,
Oh, I'm good.
You're good?
I'm good.
I think he finally got rid of his exhaustion.
I got rid of everything that was bad with me when I took that fucking fall.
Okay. good.
excellent sleepies.
I'm more than happy to take 2. I'm also more than happy to take 1 or none. So,
Well, you'll definitely have to take at least one.
not if someone wants to be difficult.
I'll take one watch.
Okay.
So at least one more is required to be taken.
I'll take one.
Husker, are you taking a watch?
Yeah, well, I'll get one. Yeah.
Okay, so everyone has one.
I'll be a team player.
Dave, I heard that you were taking one. I was asking if Husker also wanted one because there's 4 positions to be
Don't be
filled.
don't be a dillweed.
I'm taking the first one.
I thought Brian was taking 2, and you just completely skipped over me. I thought it was funny for a second.
So Brian's taking first.
Yes.
Who's taking second?
Take a second.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
oh.
Rock,
Okay.
paper, scissors.
You know, I'll just do it in this order then, because I'll just do the notes on my screen. It'll be Briar, Gregor, Husker, Thal. If that's okay with everybody.
Okay.
Okay. Everyone roll me perception checks.
Ay,
Hold on,
ay, ay, ay.
perceive. I am perceiving.
Give me
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just, Briar, what'd you
Also
roll?
10.
25.
25?
Shit.
Okay, so Briar, as your first watch goes on, the first watch is usually the quietest because people, you guys as adventurers usually settle down for rest the latest that you can. Most of the caravans on the road and most of the people traveling have already started their rest. Not much really happens. You take a look around, you see a few birds flying sort of from, because you guys are on a path between 2 sets of wooded areas, sort of like dart across the road and just some other general movement, but nothing particularly alarming.
Okay, I'll just be rating most of the time now.
Okay.
And then nudge Gregor awake.
Okay, Gregor, you rolled a 10, right? Okay. We can't hear you, by the way, for some reason, but I assume you said we did.
Yes, sorry, I was muted.
It's okay.
I did
So
roll it.
over your watch, again, you see like the stirring of the forest a little bit more, but not really to a degree that is alarming. As being someone who grew up in a small town surrounded by wood, you know what things to worry about. It really just seems like maybe there is an animal that's sort of prowling the area that's causing a little bit of a disturbance, but not close enough that you should be worried right now, or not big enough that you couldn't dispatch it. Husker's next.
Husker, I got 21.
21, okay. During your watch, you notice that the sky is surprisingly empty, which is an odd departure from the night before, or the few nights before. It feels like the stars have gone out for a moment. You don't really know why, but it's something you've observed a few times now, is what feels like stars appearing and disappearing randomly.
Weird.
But again, you feel the stirring, but nothing really. Just you guys are a little bit further away from Citadel, but still within like an hour or 2 walk of it, and things feel oddly quiet. Especially, it's probably the good thing, probably the right thing to say. Not far outside of the largest city on the continent, and there seems to be very little sound. And finally, Thal. You're at a 10, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. You awaken and don't really notice any of those things that were mentioned before. As it's coming to day, the sky is filling with the warm light of the sun, and the animals that were running have either been caught or evaded their pursuer. But still, as the world wakes up, Citadel still seems kind of asleep.
Uh-oh.
Demons. Demons. The demons.
And you all wake up. first things first, Briar, you woke up like at the same time as Thal did and also noticed those things.
Yeah, I've been spending that time doing my morning thanks to the sun while Thal's been doing his thing, and I've just been like,
Yeah, I imagine with my 10, I would have been kind of basking and also kind of practicing the ventriloquist act just in case.
I'm doing like a waltz, but I don't have a partner, so I'm just.
This was very weird. Yeah.
I think
I'm right here. You can ask me.
You're doing a watch. I can.
I'm clearly not. I'm trying to talk for my shield.
And it's like, will you guys shut up? God damn.
Good.
When Gregor wakes up, you see him doing like wake up exercises that you haven't seen him do before, like just doing different random like drill related things.
So many
As
burpees.
far as like, or just something very, he's doing very militaristically looking things. And for flavor, when Gregor went off to go kind of observe on the outside of his town, he basically just watched the soldiers train and was like mimicking like what they were doing a little bit, just to see like who were still the commanding officers, if it was the same people he remembered.
Okay.
But he just kind of was watching pretty intensely training sessions pretty much the whole time.
Okay. So you've taken on that information and you are doing the same. You spend the morning doing some very intense workouts, and not that you guys know this, but seeing what Gregor is doing, it seems very intense. Like it's probably around the same amount of intensity that your paladin training was, Thal. So.
Is that a new routine, Gregor?
Oh yes, it is a routine steeped in the history of my home. So I'm just getting back in touch with those practices.
Never seen you do it before.
Yeah, it's something that you will hopefully see me do much more regularly, and you're more than welcome to join in if you would like.
I'd love to try it out. Sure.
I take them through all of the drills and exercises.
Yeah, and throughout your morning, it feels like it does really take you back to the days where you were like your adolescence, Thal, where you were training to be a paladin. It really makes the sort of like combat drills where you fight against another person not as awkward as fighting alone. You have someone to spar with now, and allows you to get the full potential out of them. So you guys are both in the morning doing quite an intense training regime, but that one day might pay off.
You fucking sleep.
From further away, where
So
I was
much
doing-
dancing and grunting.
Can I stop my dancing to try to copy some of the workout and then realize that there's absolutely no chance?
What's your strength?
10.
What's your dexterity?
15.
Con?
15 isn't too bad.
Con?
Con is 14.
You won't be able to get the whole thing done, but you can keep up.
I don't I'll do some of it and then realize that I'm getting too.
Yeah, you're like, but
having to
you're
work
like your strength, your con. You definitely got the stamina to keep up, but the strength to keep up with some of it is where it lets you down. But you can do the most like simple things.
Cool. Now I go back to
Hey, hold on.
Don't look at me. I
No,
keep
no.
dancing.
Get back. Briar, you're doing good. You should join us some more.
I can't do the ones with where you need the muscles, like push-ups and stuff. I can't do them.
I
I
mean, you
couldn't
can
do those either at the start. It takes
but
time.
So you can also do a few of them. Like you can do like maybe 10.
I can do like maybe 10, maybe probably not that.
And is very good.
It is.
It's like the first hurdle to get over is 10 push-ups in a row.
Pretty good. Yeah.
It is a fantastic
Harder
start.
than you think.
Built Briar.
You know, I never had to
Built
be built
by your
because
mom.
Avis existed. I never had to be built. Are you guys ready? I don't have anything to eat for breakfast.
Oh, let's see what I have.
I'm out.
You have rations?
I'm out. of
Cool.
everything. I never had rations in the first place.
Wait, how have you been surviving this whole time?
Berries.
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 Pretty sure I have rations.
Berries.
Berries.
I have 5 rations.
Are there any berries nearby?
No, not
Damn.
this close to Citadel, sadly.
No risky berries.
Hour
No,
away.
no,
You just like, hold on. We could go buy a scone or something. Like, just fucking hang in there, man.
We don't have any more money.
Let's see, who would like hardtack?
I know your blood sugar's dipping, but come on.
There's not even any
We'll make
sussy
it.
berries that you can buy and can find outside of Citadel.
Sad.
Did you say sussy berries?
Not even any sussy berries.
Don't say that ever again, please.
A little sussy berry.
Just a-
There's absolutely 0 sussy berries you can find outside of Citadel.
Don't make me. Don't make me.
I don't have any money to buy a scone, but if someone else is willing to buy me one, then I will take it.
You could steal a scone.
Sure, so much for food.
That's a great first move when we
The
get to
scone
Citadel.
bandit.
I'll start stealing.
Let's see how far this 26 copper can get us as far as breakfast. I'm sure it'll get us.
We'll get us a huge breakfast.
Probably fine, actually. Yeah, that's probably a lot.
But if you want a
Okay,
Or,
good.
or
cloak,
keep myself. Church gives out free food.
No, I'm not gonna get a cloak.
everyone's just ignoring that the church gives out free food.
Everyone, the church gives food.
I don't want. What kind of food?
More for me. Well, berries, fruits, vegetables, that sort of thing.
Mm.
But then we have
We
to
are
sit,
nature-based.
socialize, and
You really don't.
I am craving
Praise.
some berries.
You have to praise Jesus.
Yeah, do we have to be part of the church to get that?
You have to
No.
smoke your weed.
Thal has to be
may-
part of the church to get
I'm a
that.
fan of it, by the way.
yes, well, I guess we can do that. Save my.
Oh no, you can get it. You can get a scone.
I'm
It's
craving.
okay.
I am craving some berries. To be fair,
she said actually that's all she's eaten for the last 2 months
Every
of the
single
campaign.
day.
I'm still
Just
craving
berries.
berries.
Insane cravings.
You're not craving anymore, now you're addicted, there's a difference.
some of those berries were great. Some of them were not so good.
They were fermented, Briar.
Some of them really did something to me, and it wasn't a good thing. But
Well, let's just see what we find, because if there's a really good-looking
berries,
shop, what has berries, then
small
you know,
as berries.
we'll pick some up and
Yeah,
be on our way.
yeah.
Berries got me feeling some type of way.
A berry bunch. Let's go to. Wait, where's the church? Because isn't the church like the complete opposite of where we're going? I can.
Yeah, I can do it.
Who is this? Sandwich follow-up?
The double sandwich. That would be
A
great.
double sandwich experience?
There should be.
Sandwich experience.
Double sandwiched up.
Yeah, isn't
On
the
a
church?
Tuesday afternoon.
Isn't the church at like the other side of town?
Was it? I thought it was close to where we went to.
I thought the church was in.
It's not that far off.
I thought the church was in the garden, and we are going to the Owl's Perch through the Wolf's Den from the southwest gate, right?
Oh, yes.
Actually, I've forgotten the map.
I'm looking at
Oh,
the
shit.
map now.
Oh shit.
I mean,
Probably.
it's close to the gate, but it means doing a bit of like a detour.
No, I didn't want to do all that for a free meal. We'll just get something on
I
our
have
way in.
money. Thank you very
No.
much.
Well, let's just.
Fair, it's just-
It may be a food stand, not quite an inn
Mm.
or public house, but will feed us.
Okay, so
What was the question?
whether his temple was at the opposite direction from where we wanted to go, which
I
is
think
like,
it's on the way, right?
well, are we not coming in
Thought-
through the southwest gate?
Let me check. Let me
Actually-
find my map.
It's in the world info near the
Who
top.
came to your door, Josh?
Amazon.
The whole of Amazon.
Mr. Bezos himself.
Wow.
Mr. Bezos, hand delivered.
So you guys are coming through. No, you guys are coming in through the trade gate, which is.
Are we?
Yeah,
Isn't
you
that
always
north?
do. No, the map. You made the map upside down.
Didn't we come in?
Wow.
Oh no,
Damn.
you totally did.
We
No,
came
you're
in the
right.
trade
Yeah.
last time.
No, so yeah, you'd be coming through Artisan's Breath.
Yeah, so southwest.
Yeah.
So then we wanted to go through Wolf's Den to Owl's Perch, and Temple District's the other way.
Yeah.
Well, the garden one specifically is the other way.
Yeah.
I guess we could just skip Wolf's Den and go the garden through to Owl's Perch. It's longer, but then we get free food.
Yes.
I am really the only one who needs to go to the church. I just want to get my painting supplies. That's like it.
And we only,
I just really,
That's fine.
I just really fucking want my painting supplies, dude. I wanted them every day.
it means
Wants to be an art man.
It also means we go
I
through
got
the
de-stressed. I
trade.
died.
He did die.
It does mean you go through
Yeah.
the trade district, which means you'll probably be able to get a cloak for
Yes.
cheap. Probably might be worth it. It's longer, marginally, but
That's fine. I can do that.
unless we want
Yes,
to
and
climb
I-
up the mountain, then it'll be
No.
it's a whole different thing.
Yeah, you guys do still technically have a piece of paper saying that you can freely travel through the castle districts.
Yeah,
And
we
so
could just
on
go
and so forth.
north.
Immunity.
So we could just skip everything, go straight to Owl's Perch, but that defeats the purpose of this whole plan. So
Yes, we should get. We should get your painting supplies.
so we're going north then instead of east.
Yes, that works for me.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're all happy with that. Okay, so to church, I guess.
Ugh.
You can wait outside.
I'll go in the church.
But I need some berries.
Like
Do I have to
coward.
come in to get berries?
You're more than welcome.
Okay. Let's go.
Sorry, it's like, please, what are you doing?
We're going up to the
There's
But like, which gate are you entering through?
south east.
Southwest?
Southwest, like you said, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you approach, you enter through a different gate that you have not entered through quite yet.
I'm blonde, for reference.
You're blonde, okay.
Can I at the very least put the shield on my back or something? Like I must
Yeah.
be able to unequip it.
No, that's where it usually is. It's usually on your back.
Good.
But a part of you needs to be touching it. That's pretty much the only rule.
So you can hold it by like the corner.
I mean, technically, but it would hurt. Like, it isn't like it's
It's very
weightless. It's
heavy.
it's still heavy.
Yeah.
Dreamland.
Wait, sled that I can never fall off of.
Yeah.
You guys enter through the gate, and so you're okay. Okay, so yes, you enter into the Artisan's Breath district, which as you arrive, you notice a lot of large statues. This place is probably decorated the best out of anywhere you've been in terms of like actual purposeful decorations. There seems to be so many statues, and all the temples are filled with carvings and stained glass, and even some have large mechanical structures that seem to generate light, and even some of them move. You can see some of them slowly moving in a circle, not really going out of their designated plot, but still showing off the essence of what they are. And this is the temple district for any gods of like creation and art and you know, self-expression. Really, this is where a lot of gods. That is complicated because there's certain places like the Platinum Trials where the big gods live, like temples are, regardless of what domain they are. But this is really for like the lesser gods of creation.
Like the Smith gods. And stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like there's a large quantity of dwarven gods that reside within this district specifically.
There could be someone that makes cloaks in this district. Probably likely to be more expensive ones though.
And that is something that you notice as you're walking down. You notice that the temples almost have little stalls out the front of them. Each temple gets donations in different ways, and you can guess that really the artisan district, they get it through trade.
Gift shop, gift shop, gift shop.
Every temple has its own gift shop, yes.
I look at maybe if I see one particularly cool moving object, I look to see what temple it's from, or see what it's in front of, and then I kind of take a gander in their gift shop to see if they have any cloaks.
So the first thing you notice is you see a temple that has what looks like a big orb on top, and then the orb sprouts legs and gets up, looks around, and then places itself back down, and legs recede into the orb.
Hate that.
And as you approach, you notice it's there seems to be actually, which temple is this? I gave a description and I forgot which temple it is.
I wonder if that orb noticed you, Husker.
I hate that.
Whenever it scans all the civilization of the town, and it's spotted a yellow bird, and it sent a message to the queen already.
You're being paranoid. Why would it do that?
Why would it not? It's right at the gate. It's right.
She has
It's
a
an
point.
art piece, not a sentry.
You notice this to be the Temple of Gond.
It's gone.
I don't know.
Which
God.
is the god
It's a
of
forge master.
craftsmithing and inventiveness.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And approaching, you do notice that there's not really any cloaks here. This is mostly like weapons and small contraptions.
It's not gonna work.
Kind of contraptions.
Like small boxes that close themselves. Like you can put an object in them and then they close themselves.
So
and
like those ones that you put coins on. And then
yeah,
like,
and then they
Yeah, and then the hand comes out and
yeah.
takes it.
And,
Or like
and
the little
That's
bird
kinda
that drinks
cute.
water.
yeah,
They love
and,
the bird that
and like
drinks
the
water.
bird that drinks water and
the lucky cat.
the lucky cat. You
The
gotta love
lucky and the
cat.
Nikki that go. Oh shit.
So stuff like that, like very small, more trinket level things, like things that you can be like, oh look how cool this is.
Does it look like anybody's making like the equivalent of that giant robot, but like small automaton type things?
There's very simple ones for sale. Like there's like ones that you can wind up and they like run around in a circle for a little while and then fall down, but not really,
No, like
not
actual
really that big.
automatons. Okay, that's fine.
Can I say Husker is uncharacteristically delighted by the little robot that runs in a circle. He's absolutely enthralled by the little robot.
Do you want one?
How does it do that? How did you do that? Can you do it again?
You like
Do
tap
it
it, it doesn't do anything.
I'm tapping. Do it again.
Also, something that you could wind up.
Yeah, as you're progressively tapping it harder and harder, a dwarven man sort of like turns and goes, "Oh, you wanted to move again,
Yeah.
And he walks over and pulls off like a little turning key from like his belt and like puts it into a slot in the back and turns it a few times and then puts it down and it just continues to run in a circle.
Look at it. Look at it run. Where's it going? What's it doing? Is it
quite
singing?
like it.
Is it alive?
It's not alive, no.
Oh. Okay.
How is this thing for sale?
Well, it's for a donation to the church.
Right.
What is the minimum donation?
Do you want to be nice or do you want to be stingy? That's the question.
Surely the minimum
That
is
is
like
fair.
1 copper, right?
The minimum
Nice.
is
Why not?
1 copper, but if you want us to actually make some money on it and not defeat the whole purpose of this thing, it'd be like 2 silver.
Right.
I just look at
thank
Husker.
you for your time.
I give him
He's
a
still
gold piece.
enthralled.
I give him a
Yeah,
gold piece.
there it is.
A gold piece. Holy
Gold
moly.
piece. I had
Thanks.
35.
We'll take 4 of them.
Well, I only have 2, but you can look. He like puts one and he like looks around and says, you can take a few other things if you want. Looking
Not
around,
even
there's
negative.
things like a small stick that when you click a button, it expands into like a bow staff, and there's another that is a ring that changes color based on your mood.
Is there a metronome? Is there like
Sure.
a metronome?
You can have a
that I
metronome if you'd like.
Oh. That's good
I
for
will.
Tiger.
Take a metronome. And I'm like, oh, I've only seen this once in my life. Watch this. And I open the door and click the thing and I go.
This beat is my recital. I think it's very
I think it's very right. Everybody gets a toy.
I'm gonna try and
Is
pick up
there-
the stick thing.
You want the stick? Cool. It doesn't go
What
back
was,
in. Once you click it,
cards?
yeah, you can have a look. You can't do.
Yes, thank you.
Or, like,
Once you expand it, like expands, and you try to click the buttons and go back down, and like the guy picks up another one, clicks, and it expands, and he just pushes it against the ground, and it goes back in. It contracts.
I push it against the ground.
And yeah, there isn't much effort, but the button doesn't work both ways. The button is just like a release for the springs inside.
It's like a umbrella.
Yeah,
it's one of those magicians things.
yeah.
Right.
You just like
That's
pull
what
out the
you
pin,
want.
and it goes. Vroom.
That's the toy you want?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's so many things I could do with this.
Were you looking for
Really?
anything in particular?
Who?
Any
A
of you?
cloak.
Or
Do you have-
Whoa.
Dude, so exasperated.
do you know anyone? Like, do you have any referrals? Is there a place you like that has just
On the ground playing with the toy.
regular cloaks?
While he's thinking about that, can I just lean into Gregor? I'm like, you know that if Husker's not hiding, we're not hiding, so you don't really need the cloak anymore.
Right, but I wonder if I'll ever be in a situation where I would need a cloak and then not
Yeah.
have it.
I mean, yeah, it's a great
Okay.
thing to have. Just
you could
Like I've
try.
thought enough about.
Oh, sorry. I meant to
No.
interrupt.
No, go ahead, please.
You could try soon. She's not particularly a crafty god, but she lives on the border of the two districts, between the border between the collective and the artisan. So she lives right on the edge of the artisan district.
Right.
She's like the goddess of beauty and stuff, so they'll probably have something like that.
Oh, okay, sounds good. Thank you. I take note of that.
well, thanks.
I try to get the toy to walk into Val. You know, like I'm trying to aim it at Val.
It specifically walks in a circle because one leg is shorter than the other, and that's the whole reason why it walks in a
Right.
circle specifically. But like
Okay, so I
you
aim
go
it to
near
walk
him
into
and you
Val.
put it down and you wind it up, and then it walks around in a circle and bumps into his leg and just continues to walk forwards into his leg.
It got you, Val.
It
How
can't
does
be
it do
good.
that? How does it
It's
do
got
that?
you.
Don't get it. I love it though. Pick it.
Should we move on?
Isn't it a bit tragic though? It's on a journey to nowhere.
Gregor.
Honestly.
Honestly,
Come on, guys, come on. I start
Not
like
about
trying
the destination, it's about the
usher
journey.
people.
that's what I.
He's trying to move people
Yeah,
along.
I'm trying to usher them along because it's like having kids in this toy store.
Which way are you heading? Are you heading to the garden, or are you heading up to Sune's place?
Oh, but they're both the same way, right?
No.
No?
No,
Are they
Sune's is
not?
on the opposite. No, because Sune's is on the border of the artisans and technically the Foxborough.
Oh,
And you guys want to head to the temple?
We
we
could
can just go to the temple. It's fine.
we can split also if you want.
No, it's fine. We can go. I now fancy some berries.
Okay.
I'm not sure I want to split up right now.
I mean, okay. I'm not
That's
gonna
fair.
force it.
It was up. It's just you know. We're back here.
Yeah, and also like the last time we were here and we split up, there were demons. But also
Yeah.
Gregor was away from us like yesterday, and he's fine. So
Sure.
it doesn't. Let's go to the temple. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Is there still people around? Or we noticed that it was kind of quiet. Are there a normal amount of people around walking about?
In this district, yes.
Okay.
The temple districts tend to be the quieter ones because most people are inside anyway. There's not many people walking around. If anything, this seems busier than usual because the artisan district is really about traveling between stalls. Like some people come here just for shopping, never mind like worship. So,
Got it. Okay.
but you guys start heading towards the garden district, right?
Yes. I'm clicking my thing on and off as we're going. We're clicking it, closing it, clicking it, closing it.
Okay. As you start making your way towards the wall, you pass through the barrier between the artisan's breath and the weasel's walk. Again,
Uh-oh.
everything still seems fine, and you start making the relatively short trip between the two gates. Not particularly short by normal means, but short by means of traveling within Citadel. and you all hear from behind.
I keep walking.
Yep.
Mhm.
Don't look. That's not for us. Keep walking. Nope.
How are you all doing?
Good. Thanks. Keep walking.
Good.
I'm not stopping. I'm not
We're just
stopping. You have to
walking
make me stop.
away.
Probably for someone else.
Absolutely.
You hear the resounding thuds behind you as somebody following you as you're walking towards the gate. Does anyone ever look back, or do you just keep looking
Nope.
forwards?
I'm not.
Sending
I think Gregor would look back.
There you go.
Okay, you take a quick look back and you
Because if he
see
senses danger or something.
you see a familiar half orc that you guys know as the Weasel. Just gently walking behind you. He looks like as you look at him, he looks over at you and smiles. A quick nod and then just continues to follow you guys, considering no one's responded to him.
At some point, I'm just gonna stop. Like this is so rude. I'm just gonna turn around.
Oh my god. Help.
As you stop and turn around, he like drastically stops because he was walking like behind you and like nearly bumps into you.
Oh.
Hello.
Good day, sir.
Good day. I was just wondering how you were all doing.
We're great.
Good.
Good. Have you been within the city recently?
How recent are you?
Within the last few weeks, since we talked, really. I tried to keep tabs on you, but I lost my. He looks around for a little bit and notices there's not really anyone around. He goes, my informants couldn't locate you, so I was worried that you had gotten yourself into some trouble.
Well, you could say that.
We had other
But-
things to do outside of the city.
Please leave all you want. As I was saying, I was just worried about you.
Well,
Personally.
that's sweet. You said
Uh,
it.
Really?
I mean, it's more of a. Of course, I was worried about your well-being, but also, people who have been taken hostage don't tend to keep quiet for long.
No.
So it was a mutual interest in your
We're
survival.
not hostages. Goodbye. I can start walking again.
Have I offended you? He doesn't move from there. Like as you guys are walking away, he's like, have I done
I'm
something
staying.
to
No,
annoy you?
you've not
No.
offended us. We just have a lot on our plate at the moment.
Is there
including-
anything I could help with?
Probably.
Circle back to the original. Kill the wolf, yeah? Have you come around on that idea yet?
Frankly, I don't care what you do with the wolf.
So weird that you're so aloof about that. So weird.
He like looks around. I would certain things have happened since you have been away. I wouldn't mind talking about them, but somewhere a little less public.
Well, we're heading
Perhaps.
to church. Is that a good
We're going-
spot?
Would you like to come to
We
church
can
to discuss the crime?
we could postpone the church trip.
We could head to your church.
No,
Berries.
No one was
Briar
excited to
doesn't-
go.
if
It's
Briar
okay.
doesn't get those berries soon, she's gonna freak. Blood sugar's dropping, and she's gonna get mad.
Yeah, he looks around quickly and like does like a gesture in the air of like three fingers just like flowing backwards. And what's everyone's passive perception?
17.
17,
15.
15, 12,
Can't be.
15 is the
Very
higher.
13.
Okay.
Wow.
Briar and Songbird, Briar and Husker specifically, you notice, first of all, a few people just sort of all turn and start heading in the same direction. That they were just members of the crowd from what you thought. And then the gate that you're coming up towards slowly starts to open, which you didn't realize until now the gate was closed to the garden. I don't mind going for a walk, if you would have me.
I don't see a problem.
You have people everywhere.
Only in this district.
This is his spot. It makes sense.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
As soon as I pass
Sure.
through that threshold, my power dramatically decreases.
Well then,
Well,
come
then
on.
let's go.
Let's go.
we are headed to
Look, it gets me.
the church where I stayed and trained.
I look forward to it.
Take me to church.
So, and then as you start walking, you were pretty close to the gate. You pass through the threshold. So our mutual friend has been causing some disturbance within
Which?
the already we consider the one that directly the one that was just brought up in conversation.
That one, okay.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah.
My attitude has changed towards him a little bit in recent times.
Negatively or positively?
If you could, when you find him, bring him to me, that would be the best outcome.
What do you... It's not a quiet place.
I mean,
I just lean and whisper, what do you plan to do with him?
Would you really like to know that?
Oh... that's a maybe for me.
where would you want him brought? Would you not rather we place him somewhere and you go to him?
No. If I can be frank, I would like for him to be in the place that he killed my friend,
Which was where?
where I live.
So in your house?
Yes.
And I'm assuming your house is the place underneath
Yes.
the tavern? Okay.
Mhm.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
Now, what kind of trouble has he been causing?
So you've
They've
been gone
causing?
since last time we talked.
More or less.
Right. Yeah. Do any of you have family within Citadel? No?
I do not.
Nothing important within Beggar's Walk specifically?
Within what? Ben's Walk?
Beggar's Walk.
Do we know anyone in Beggar's Walk? I feel like I've met some people in Beggar's Walk.
I assume we didn't make friends with them. If we did meet
Out
them.
of character, where was what was Gregor's hideout? What
I was about to say,
Right, I
there
think
is
there's
there's one thing specifically that was in Beggar's Walk, and it was Gregor's hideout.
Yeah,
Oh my god, yeah, Gregor's
That's
secret
what I'm
space. His nudie
There's no,
posters.
there's no one special in Beggar's Walk, but
Hmm.
it is an area that we are familiar with.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, Beggar's Walk is the place where a lot of the demon attacks happen, since the gates are large and always open for trade.
Mm.
Beggar's Walk has been recently lost, you would say.
Hmm.
Lost.
Yes,
Right.
through direct consequences of a plan that the wolf set in motion.
Which was why?
Hmm?
He was hoping to take over Beggar's Walk in order to have an easier way to smuggle in supplies, I'm going to assume,
Mm.
and thus reduce, through his means, I'm sure, reduce the amount of guards present, and therefore, upon the next invasion of the damned, you could say, the district was overrun and subsequently lost.
Wait, so there's demons there now?
Most likely.
Fully.
Oh.
Chock-a-block full of demons.
I'm gonna
Oh dear.
pull
They're
out.
gonna pull it. They're gonna
the
find
letter.
Gregor's nudie posters.
I'm gonna pull out the envelope of the letter that we just found with the symbols on it. Like, do you know
Oh,
this?
Nice.
Yeah, puts his hand out to like take it.
The letter's already out of it, so I just give him the envelope.
He takes a look at it.
Have you at least seen it around the demons or anything like that?
Unfortunately not. I have not been venturing down to Beggar's Walk often,
So you haven't seen it at all?
unfortunately. And he hands you the envelope back.
Can I insight him just in case?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. 21.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be lying.
Okay.
like he doesn't seem to be actively hiding anything. He just doesn't know.
Damn, I thought maybe those were linked. I guess that's another separate issue.
Again, it doesn't mean it's not linked. I just don't know anything about it.
Well, yeah, I guess. Sorry.
There's only one district between us and them, and I'm trying to bolster the defenses of the garden as much as I can do here.
So is that gate closed then? The gate that has an entrance to Beggar's Walk.
Yes.
So we have to go back down anyway. Damn it.
Where are you heading?
We're hoping to go to the library in the Owl's Perch.
Owl's Perch.
Unless there's other libraries.
There are smaller ones. There would be a few small ones within the Artisan's Breath, most likely.
Oh, we were just there.
I could get you through to the Owl's Perch if you need it.
I want to research this a bit more, and I gesture to the symbol. And I don't even know if Owl's Perch is the place, because that seems like a public library a bit more. There's obviously the private bits upstairs, but I wonder if there's maybe somewhere that has some more underground knowledge.
Yeah, it looks at you. There's bookstores within Owl's Perch that could provide, I imagine, less public knowledge. And he takes a second and, do you have a piece of paper? And he sort of taps around it himself and
Yeah.
he pulls out a pen, not as modern as modern pens, but it seems to be a pen that holds an ink within a reservoir within the pen. And do you hand him paper?
Yeah.
He writes down the name of a store, folds it, and hands it back to you.
This is a good.
It is a restoration place, a place where they restore old books.
I pull out the card that I got from the girl before, and I look at the name on the.
Yeah, it's the same place.
Okay. Great.
Yes. Not letting this thread die.
The owner could maybe help you find more obscure works.
Is the owner one of yours?
No. Oh no.
Is she one of the owls? Is she the owl?
I couldn't tell you that. All I know, she's not one of mine.
If I was that close, I need my berries right now.
You say that as you arrive at the temple.
Oh, thank God. Get her some berries. I'm sorry, berry service just ended.
No!
Oh, we have our
Their
vegetables.
service 24/7.
24/7 berries in the air.
Berries.
How could you get us there? Do you have an underground network?
Well, it depends. I could maybe pull some strings to get you to be able to travel through the rests and rises, or
We can get through
Can't
the
we just?
castle
We can
district.
travel anywhere.
Yeah,
I can do whatever I want.
oh, then you don't need my help.
but I thought maybe you had like an
Yes or no?
underground.
No, not really. I haven't had time to set up actual.
That would be really good.
Yes, perhaps when I'm not trying to stop your friends. And he gestures to Foul temple from being overrun by demons. I will start working on an underground tunnel.
Do
We
they have
very
those?
much appreciate that, though.
Have you been able to see it at all?
Beggar's Walk.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. This is the closest I've been.
Okay. Have you had messages passed along about what's going on out there? Like, is there a portal?
I don't. The captain of the guard put out a call to arms of sorts. Requesting
That's our job too.
requesting adventuring companies and mercenaries name their price.
Yeah, that's us. Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah.
money.
Money.
I need berries so bad.
Money.
And this is all happening whilst you guys are sitting down at these as you enter this, the smell of fresh pine sort of and mint mostly overwhelms you, and you all sit down at these long oaken tables, and Thal, I assume you're gonna go up and get them food. since you're the actual member of the church who does get free
Very.
food.
Yes. I hope there's no case of mistaking identity here.
Right.
No,
Who the fuck are you?
as you approach, like they don't really like they see your heraldry, so they don't really ask you who you are. Some people seem a bit confused, but just unless you say anything, assume that you're from a different church, like a different temple in a different city.
If I see anyone I mildly recognize, I'll wave to them and smile.
There's not really most of the people that you know are busy right now. We have the whole demon attack going on, but the few squires sort of like that don't particularly recognize you, sort of go, and then continue about moving things around.
I'll come back with a heaping of berries. Save some for the rest. Oh my lord.
She's hungry, is what I said.
The weasel picks a single berry off the top and just eats it.
Well, don't be modest. Go on ahead.
Yes, that is really all the information I have for you.
Do you know where he is right now?
He?
Captain the guard?
Most likely, probably in either the rises and the rests or in the castle ward.
Okay. So we gotta go.
Although he might be on the front lines fighting. I haven't been keeping up with it, unfortunately.
Well, we can always maybe find a regular soldier, see what information they have about it.
Mm.
Yeah.
They are currently force marching their armies back from. What is the name of that outpost again? Avarhen. But that
How
is
many are
taking a
there?
while. Why else does an army march towards an enemy?
Are they fighting there?
I don't know if they were going to, but I don't think they are right now.
Interesting.
Place is safe.
There's only few reasons for Citadel to march east.
No, I know. I just wondered if there was a large war that we should be getting worried about. That was all.
In one way, you could thank the demons for that, most likely.
Maybe we should leave them. Let them do their thing.
The demons?
Yeah.
Demons
They're helping.
want people to.
Demon zone. Really? Demon
No, I
Pacific.
So sure about that.
Okay. Well, that's one way of making money, which is pretty quick.
That's true. And we could help Beggars Walk and.
Yeah.
I think about my safe room and then I just stop.
All those instruments!
No.
Oh.
They don't find it.
To be a bunch of demons playing music. Oh my god.
They're playing jazz.
Jazz.
The devil's
That's
genre.
what- That's
It's
what
def-
demons plays. Jazz.
It's
Yeah.
definitely death metal.
Nah, it's bluegrass.
It is.
Munch.
So are we still going
I'm gonna.
to the library? Sorry.
Oh, yes, we should. Gosh, we have to do that. This is getting longer. I feel like we can't ignore Beggar's Walk, right?
If we took
We
that
could.
Beggar's Walk
We could.
for you,
I'd rather not.
would that help with the wolf?
Oh, you want me to take over Beggar's Walk?
No, I'm just saying if we took it back in the name of someone, would it be good to do it in your name? Or would it be better to do it in someone else's name?
Please.
Whoever.
His name.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we could do the queen, or we could be like, we're working on behalf of the weasel.
She's
Wolf,
gonna
show
say-
yourself if you want to keep this place. I don't know.
Sure.
This is
Even
now
better.
Weasel's
Even
Walk.
better.
This is Weasel Town.
Weasel's Walk
If we do
sounds
that-
really good. Why?
Should we use your original title?
Yeah. Rebranding?
As you're saying this, he seems to keep thinking, and then you say another thing, and he thinks again, and then you say one more thing, and he thinks, and
Wait, no, shit, yeah. You let him think.
Just brain blast after brain blast.
I could guess that whoever you take it back in the name of, It could be a gamble. It could sound like you're declaring war on the people that own that territory before, or it could sound like you're doing it in a virtuous way. It could go either way, but I'm not your keepers, and you may do what you want. I will deal with the consequences.
Because if we say
But
it's
we don't want to screw you over.
yeah, no.
He like looks like he like leans backwards sort of out of the door and like looks around and gestures to all of the people that are just walking around living their daily lives. There's a reason why no one is panicking. The city was set up for a siege like this. The reason why the city is segmented into so many parts is so you can lock down parts as needed. It until it reaches the temple districts, no one's going to care.
Well, it did reach the temple district, right?
It's not at the temple district yet, is what I mean.
If we said it was in the name of someone we don't work for, that could be a way to get them to talk to us, right?
Could be.
Like we were looking for a way to get the owl's attention. Before.
Yes.
Or
Just be careful of whose
That could
name
us-
you propose to work for.
I could get us straight to the wolf, but right.
Well, if
Careful.
it's the wolf's territory, or he wants it to be the wolf's territory. Wolf's Walk also sounds pretty cool.
Wolf's den.
He already has a den,
Could have another den.
double den.
Wolf can have 2 dens.
Because the reason he tried to take it, and then the demons took it before he could get it, right? That's what you said.
Pretty much, yes.
So if we take out the demons, it would technically be ripe for the picking for anyone.
It would be right for the picking for anyone, yes.
But he was aiming for it.
He wanted it. And now I say that, maybe do say it was in my name.
But if we say,
I want it now.
I know,
Dude.
I know you want it now, but if we say that we got it back for him, that gets us in with him right away, right? We got him what he wanted.
Yes. I had a minor plan brewing. And I wasn't sure if you were the right people to progress that plan with or not, but... You know what, I'm still not. Have you even done anything
Delicious.
yet?
My mouth's like full of berries.
We
That's all stuff.
we saved the moral from a weird ogre.
Yeah, we killed a giant,
Yeah, it was a giant.
a fire giant.
We killed
Yeah.
Killed a bunch of demons.
Yeah,
Killed
we
a
killed hella
bunch
demons.
of demons. Just a boatload of demons. How many demons have you killed, Weasel?
We're not
Yeah.
attacking him here.
Yeah, that's right.
Why are we fighting? What's going
Mhm.
on?
Yeah. Fine. That's fine.
Just saying.
We are.
What
We
have
are.
we done? What
experienced.
have you done? Sorry.
Oh, well, I mean, we saved Tambora and now we have their magical weapon. So, like,
Oh, hush.
I mean, you had it on you. it's
I didn't know
there.
it's magical. It's just a sword.
We
But
got
I
that
guess you
confusion.
are. I would like to accumulate power and directly challenge the wolf when I am big enough.
Okay.
If you can help me, you can share in the spoils from what results from that.
You want to challenge him? Like to hand-on-hand combat or like a war?
I don't do hand-to-hand combat.
Well, that's what I was checking. I don't know what the wolf is, but you're like a big guy,
I am big, I am not trained.
but you'd have
I could train you.
to train.
Perhaps.
What
What I'm
is-
saying is that... How about this? How about we accumulate power through any means, and then once we have taken the city, I will split it evenly between you.
The city?
Yeah, you may each have a district.
That's too much responsibility.
Ah.
But
Do we have to stay here?
You can appoint... You don't have to keep it, but it would be a gift. You could
Sell
sell it, you could...
I'd like to sell it.
You could appoint a
What would-
lieutenant to keep over it until you want to
What would
return.
we-
Whatever we want with it.
I mean, yes,
Yeah,
but don't
good question.
expect people to not be happy about that. You could run it however you like, but it's still
No,
Urban
not that
warfare.
way. I
We'll
know how
call
that
it-
sounds, but
We'll call it Huskerville.
What's
just
your
wondering if you
allegiance?
had like certain requirements.
Not really.
Do you
I
have
mean,
any-
keep it running. Do whatever you want with it. The city keeps the peace mostly, and you could even turn it over to the crown, I'm sure, for a hefty reward. Allow them to replace their guards there and monitor trade and such.
Do you have an allegiance to the crown?
I have an allegiance to what best serves our people. And gold.
Interesting
That's also
answer.
useful.
Do you have a preference between the king and the queen?
Now or once?
Now,
Now, not really.
once,
The king was a just ruler for a long time.
but you
And then what
either.
happened?
Yeah, what happened?
The queen became the main ruler and the king took a back seat. I'm not really sure. Apart from that, I haven't been keeping up with the politics. I've been trying to clean up their messes in the lower districts.
Okay, so with either answer, you're not a big fan of the queen herself.
The queen is worrying. I can't quite. I don't quite understand what her motives are.
Okay. I'm not expecting you to, like, confess that you hate the queen or whatever. I'm just. You don't particularly like her.
I don't like what she has done to the city.
Okay.
Which is
Well, the king was attacked by an army. There was siege weaponry at the gates, and we never lost a district. We, and he like gestures to himself, didn't exist when the king was in power. We arrived out of necessity for order.
Have you seen the king recently?
He gives speeches every now and then.
Has he changed at all?
He seems similar, but a little less jovial, I would say.
But not like brainwashed or undead or anything like that.
I couldn't say. I'm not an expert in brainwashing or the undead.
Fair enough.
His limbs aren't falling from his body, if that's what you mean.
Well, I was just wondering if there was something obvious, like his hair color had changed or.
He's missing a shield.
Hey, is he?
Oh, is he?
That's
What a
interesting.
strange thing to notice.
Why? Why
So
is
he's
that?
less.
Sucks for him.
Yeah.
He's less defendable now. He's weaker.
I guess so. He has started using his arm blade and a glaive, though, so I don't think he's less
So
defendable.
now he's just double attack and less defense.
Yes,
So you can avoid him.
I guess so.
Okay.
Avoiding him might be smart.
Yeah. Is he equally as doted on his wife as he used to be? Are they seen together a lot?
They are seen together very often, yes.
Does he seem happier when he's around her?
I don't know. I
'Cause
can't proclaim to know how he feels. He like I said, he seems less jovial in general.
I'm just wondering if he lost the throne, but he's still alive. That he lost it to his wife. Is he happy about that?
He
what
didn't-
happened?
He didn't lose it. It isn't like he made an announcement that the king is no longer the king and the queen has taken over. It just slowly, it went from the king's guard to the queen's guard, and went from his face on coins to hers, and
You know, in all my time of living here, I've never really noticed. Did she just come out of nowhere one day?
Well, she's always been married to him, right?
for a long time, yes. She was married to him long before the war happened.
So she was queen. But
Yes.
she's just become more queen.
She's become a more prominent figure in our society, which usually I would be all for, but in this case doesn't seem to have been good.
You're a big feminist, huh? Girl power. Zigga zigga.
And and because it was so gradual, there's no obvious sign of whether the king wanted to be less in power or.
Well, that's the thing. The king was never a king. He was a warrior.
So he didn't like leading.
He liked leading. He didn't like bureaucracy, I imagine. I don't claim to know the king. I'm just guessing a warrior probably wouldn't make the greatest king.
But he did make a good king.
But he's, in my opinion, he did.
Huh. And did she always have magic?
She has magic.
Cool.
So I think either way, if we do end up going to Beggar's Walk and taking it in the wolf's name or your name, look at Weasel, it will bring the wolf out.
It will make the wolf worry. Either way.
What if we don't take it in anyone's name, but we offer it to the highest bidder?
Then the wolf will take it.
That's what I. But
Or
he'll-
the Queen's Guard will march on you and take it.
But he'll have to approach us, right? Someone of his ilk would have to approach us to offer anything.
I'd guess.
I don't know if it's a good.
It wouldn't be as sweet of a victory, in my opinion. Side note, this all started happening with the Queen and the King when the Princess went missing.
I mean, that makes sense, but it's just.
Since you were looking for an approximate date in which it happened.
I wasn't looking for a date that things had changed. I was looking for a date that she became the way she is now, which you didn't know that she even had the ability to do magic. So, something has changed at some point. That's what I was trying to place. Like if she's made a deal with something that maybe has a demonic connection. You know? Like maybe she needs to sacrifice some people to get power, and she decided to sacrifice Beggar's Walk.
Should be a very good target for such a scheme. She has the ear of the king.
Exactly.
Very cruel if that is the case.
But there's... Because the demons are everywhere, but there've been a lot of demon attacks in Citadel recently. Right?
Yeah.
Like, common
You could
place.
say so, yes.
Done. Yeah.
And they don't seem to target anywhere that would cause her any concern.
No.
No more so than, you know, she is the queen. Anywhere in the town should be her concern. But there's nothing that's getting too close to her and causing issues.
No,
you
as
know?
far as we're aware, there's been no demon invasions in
The higher districts.
Castle Ward.
It's
Interesting.
worth thinking about. New magic doesn't just come out of nowhere.
Right.
Unless she had dormant blood. That's the only other way I know of getting magic.
To be fair though, no one. Do you know that she didn't always have magic, but only decided to use it recently, or has she always used it and no one's just said anything about it?
She used it so freely, like it was all the time. Like
Then-
she just kind of did it.
Are you aware she not always had it? Just because I am not aware doesn't mean that
Everyone else I've asked about it so far said that they didn't know.
would. I guess it's not an equal conversion, but if I asked, he just points to a random steward, if you had magic, would they know?
I would hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, I have an arcane focus.
I guess.
I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. Don't make it seem like I'm talking down on you. It's just you would think at least somebody would be like, oh yeah, no, I saw her picking up an orb the other day, or I saw her picking up some bones for a spell, or yes, she tortured the last person in the war with this one spell, or like, especially if there was a war, you'd think if she had magic, people would know about it.
Perhaps, yes.
She would have at least used it for defensive mechanisms, if not for offensive. I don't know. It's just odd that those things have lined up, the demons and her having magic.
It is definitely something to look into.
If we are to take back Beggar's Walk, regardless of who we proclaim it for, it'll bring out the wolf, right?
Hopefully.
And you truly want what's best for the city.
Yes.
So why not proclaim it in your name? Either the weasel or the jackal.
Do you have a good relationship with the crown in terms of with this whole crime thing?
I don't have a relationship with the crown, so better than bad. Not as good as.
Supposedly none of
Good.
you have a relationship with the crown.
No, I genuinely don't.
But what I'm trying to figure out is if we said it in
I'll
your
change
name, would they be upset? Would they be like, oh, that's the one we didn't want to have?
It depends
Anything.
on. I don't see why me having it more than anyone else would be an issue for them. Besides the fact that they once owned it and anything going on in the background that I'm not privy to.
What if we say it in the name of the jackal? It looks like a new person has entered the fray.
Perhaps. I need to know what you're doing though, so I can prepare men to take it
I know.
and be stationed there upon its clearing.
Why don't we rebrand the jackal as technically us, including you, for now? So the weasel is your face that it's related to, but the jackal is all of us as a collective.
Oh.
Because then that gets
Like
us in, right? Doesn't it? Because then we're on the same par as everyone else.
Right.
We have an area. That means that people will be more inclined to talk to us, like the owl, for example. If we're on the same level as them.
It also
That's
makes
as
you
good as
all.
plan as any.
It also makes you all targets.
We're already targets.
I am just
Yeah.
informing you.
Yeah, it does make us more targets, but... And again...
And if you're already targets, do you really need those issues mounting?
If we
There's
give,
only so many times you can thwart an assassination.
what if we say we're giving it to the jackal, but we don't actually ever let anyone really know who the jackal is? How about that?
Wouldn't that just be confusing?
Well, I mean, I don't know how it works normally, but do you just parade out and go,
Well,
this is mine?
I would need to
Right
send my men to secure the area.
When
Keep
people
it.
see your men, would they say, "Oh, though that
That's
is
the weasel's man.
Most likely.
that"?
Yeah, because they have different colored
Yes.
clothes.
And unfortunately, I don't have the time nor the gold to commission a set of a few hundred new colours.
Oh, that would have been really good.
Well, if we get it in the name of the weasel, then it's, and if we do it under the auspices that we are getting paid for it, we don't necessarily have a, we don't have a tie to the town, in that we are not of the weasel. We're just employed by.
Everyone else is sort of on... No, you don't know. That's what you hired us for. Never mind.
He sits there and like twirls this like ring on his like finger, which seems to be like a globe that seems to move freely within this little housing. To the jackal.
Yeah?
Yes.
But are your men gonna come?
Yes.
So we're rebranding you?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
And how... We don't need to say anything. It doesn't need to be a big show. We
No.
just kill the demons and your people come along.
Kill the
and if anyone
demons,
asks...
alert me somehow, and I will send my men.
Well,
Can you have a guy on
Okay.
watch?
yeah. Can you have like one of your men on watch? Give signal when the last demon falls.
Yes, it would probably be good if you did something to indicate that, though.
We can do a signal on our side.
Yes, I will have someone watching
But you
out.
can have someone watching out for it? Okay. I can... I can make a explosion that can be heard 300 feet away. Would that work?
That may bring lots of people.
It may be more of a visual thing.
I could do an ice storm, apparently. Is that too bad? Is that not what we want either?
Maybe if it's just an
I could.
alchemist, they could make something perhaps.
What if I just fly into the air?
That will make you a spectacle.
Kind of a
And
Jesus thing.
yes, and no offense, but you're not very easy to see in a very large district, one man.
What if he yells really loud? Ah!
You don't want the area destroyed, right? You want it as pristine as possible.
Yes, I believe alchemists can make something that you can throw up into the sky and it makes a large flash of color.
Oh yes.
A flare?
Ooh.
Skylight.
Yeah, that's
Fine.
fine.
Fireworks?
Do you have any money?
He like sort of moves this ring again and goes, I'm already paying to re-outfit my entire guard.
What? I thought you were staying with your colors, but just changing your name.
No, you said it would be cool to do the
It
to
would
do
be
something
cool,
different.
but you said you didn't have the money or the time.
I have the money to do that and that alone.
Well, we need money to get a flare.
Then buy
What
a
the new color's gonna
flare.
Yeah, what are
Oh.
the new colors gonna be?
I am not putting all of the capital into this venture. You can afford to buy a flare.
You'd be surprised what we can't afford.
You'd be surprised.
Then
Maybe.
I suggest you maybe take the work of the guard and kill two birds with one stone. You get to clear.
But then we have to leave to get the flare and then come back. It's not gonna work.
Well, that's
Wow,
just,
walking is such a difficult accomplishment for 4 seasoned adventurers,
I'm
isn't
just
it?
It's
saying-
a
hey.
big city.
I'm just saying, if we walk out of that district, what's stopping the wolf from moving in?
Dear, you can get an advance on payment.
We can?
Most likely, the guard really needs your help.
People will pay us for nothing? That's
The
amazing.
work we haven't done yet? Let's just take it and
That's
dip.
amazing.
Let's take it and
It
dip.
wouldn't be all of the money. I don't know. I would imagine they're kind of desperate right now.
Okay.
Ah, let's feed on that desperation. Take the money and dip. Dip it
Stop
Ritsky.
acting like goblins.
Paul,
What?
Paul, does your church have like flares from previous church celebrations that they may have done?
I like the Krellin's fucking church. Just at the end of every celebration goes, yeah!
Their style. They're like
It's like
they're
flowers.
clerical like druids, man. They're not having a
Maybe.
fucking 4th of July barbecue. What the fuck?
Maybe, I guess.
I still need to find my painting supplies. I'll go as if we have any leftover fireworks
Good
from
luck.
the time we celebrated New Year. Or the arrival, rather.
The arrival. Oh, that's actually a good point. The arrival.
What about,
Perhaps.
before you go and ask about that, which is definitely our best option, we have that letter from the Queen still, right?
Mm-hmm.
Could we
Right.
not technically use that and say, you know, we're helping the Queen clear out the demon infestation, we need a way of alerting her and she's at the top of the mountain, so, like, could you give us something that would help? You'd be helping the Queen. And the
Also give
alchemist
us money.
would be like, yeah, definitely, I love the
Yes.
Queen, she's my favorite.
Mr. Weasel, how much does a flare cost? Or Mr. Jackal, rather.
I am not sure, but could I give a piece of suggestion on the statement that you just gave?
Mm.
Good luck.
If you're working for the Queen, you can probably afford to buy a flare.
No, we're undercover working for the Queen, obviously.
Then you shouldn't be telling a random
We-
alchemist that you work for the Queen.
Well, we need
can
a
afford
flare.
I'm sure you can afford a
Afford it.
flare.
We can afford it. Let's not worry about this. We just
Maybe-
spent a gold piece on toys. We
I
can
was
get
about-
a flare.
Depending on what quality of flare and what size and what color, it would probably run you about a gold piece.
What
Oh, we'll be
color are
fine.
you switching to?
I was
Yellow.
thinking
Yeah, I
orange.
also wanna know.
Okay, so we should get an orange
Orange.
flare, right?
Orange is good.
That look cool. Be like a big
I
orange
can't do
Orange,
orange.
not
burst.
he like looks down like, I can't do orange. There is a fox.
Yeah, orange isn't it?
Gold.
Blue, gold.
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 Gold flare? So what? That's
Yellow,
gonna be
dear.
more
Not
expensive.
the metal. The color.
It's still gonna be more expensive.
Yellow's good.
It's
I
gold.
Yellow's very good.
figure.
So it'll be yellow.
Why is the color more expensive? No, it'll be gold. There's a
Gold
difference.
pigment is
I don't
more
expect you to
expensive.
understand
there-
that, Greg.
Is there a second color in there?
Oh,
2 colors. Well, that's
most
not good.
likely black and gold.
Black and
It's a.
gold.
Black and gold.
Okay, now we're on the.
Black and gold.
Okay. A
Alright.
black
Interesting.
flare. Black flare's kind of ominous. Are you trying to intimidate, or are you just trying to?
Oh, is that not the entire purpose of this?
Well, I don't know if you're trying to
The whole
intimidate, or if
point.
you're just trying to be like, I've gained power. You know, like
That is intimidation to
But are you
everyone
trying-
who has lost power by that happening.
yeah, to one person. But a big black flare when all the demons have been killed could intimidate more people.
I
It
will
is
look
black and
out.
gold. We can put 2 colors in.
I
That's
will
why
look
I
out for a
asked.
flare.
That's why I
Alright.
asked.
And he stands up and starts walking out.
See ya.
Wait, sir.
No, let him go.
Let him get it. Let him get it.
Let him go.
I was gonna say the offer to train him one hand still on
Yeah,
offer.
he's coming back with a
Okay.
flare. He's coming back with a flare.
I'm not getting a flare. Yes, Sal, I would appreciate that at
Church,
some
don't-
point.
Don't yell. It's a church.
Just reach out.
And then he leaves.
Holy shit.
Gregor.
Fuck, you guys suck.
I'm coming down from my berry
You're acting
high.
like
I don't
goblins.
Joey's
Gregor,
backwards
slams his
still.
hands on the table and
Yeah.
stands
Woo.
up and he says, "I will be right back." And I actually have to go take a bio break. So I'll be right back.
Okay. So does Greg.
So aggressive about it.
He's not gonna tell us where he's at this time either.
Come down.
I will be right back.
My fucking. Okay, peep this. Just tearing it to shreds. Just abject.
Destruction.
You moving your
Why?
camera made it look like there were strobe lights going on.
There were strobe lights.
They're having a party.
He's digging into it.
Oh my god, that man is destroying.
Yeah, that's what they do.
He
My
wants in.
god.
He wants
He
in.
did this all during the course of this session.
Off he
Babe, get
goes.
out of there. See, he's gonna. Yep.
Hi.
Yep.
He looks so proud. Just,
Look
Go.
at
I have it.
Get back in there.
Honestly, same though.
Was he
They're
gonna
trying
get
to.
it? Was he gonna
He's
get it?
trying. Yep.
Make himself a little nest inside his nest.
Well, he's trying to dig an egress hole. They don't like to hang out in a place that only has one entrance or exit. They
Hmm.
feel, I guess the prey instincts, they don't feel safe doing that. So they've done that before where they dig a back door hole. So they always have a way out.
You think that rat toys would already come with that?
Yeah, right.
Well, this is, to be fair, I buy a lot of ferret toys
Hmm.
or bird toys. There's surprisingly a lot of overlap. Yeah,
I buy
this
toy
was
toys.
for a ferret. Oh my god.
That little pineapple house, is that also for a ferret?
That's a
Chloe.
cat.
Kitty! Oh my god.
Chloe,
Love the screen.
Chloe,
And Joey. Chloe and Joey.
Chloe.
Chloe.
Oh yeah.
Chloe.
Oh yeah.
Chloe.
Kitty. Kitty.
Chloe.
Yes, yes,
Nobody can see
yes,
her on the
yes,
stream.
yes.
Nobody can see her on the
Chloe is
stream.
Is it? Yes.
Can
Yes.
Mistress Chloe.
Just tail.
Yes.
Kitty.
the owner.
Run.
Yeah.
Like kitty.
All right.
I rest my head on
Yes.
the table because I start coming down from my berry high.
Oh no.
In that
You gotta get your
Post-
paints.
post buried now.
Yep. I will.
You can easily go and retrieve your paints.
And remember to ask about the flare.
Will do.
I'm gonna play with my toy on the table.
He starts running around.
It like bangs into my
I'll,
face.
Making like a.
Yes, absolutely. I run it into your face.
On the way out, I'll find some squire or someone else that I know. I just ask him, "Hey, you celebrated the arrival recently, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Did you do anything big for it? Like, did you have flares, fireworks, that sort of stuff? What did you do?"
No, not really.
Aw.
I can maybe go see if we have. I should go looking for a flare.
That'd be nice.
I can go look and see if we have one.
Thank you very much.
And this like sort of older man, like probably not like a scribe, but more like a maester kind of thing, like a doctor of sorts. Sort of walks away into a back room and comes back and goes, "We have a green one."
Oh, give me 1 second. And I'll run back to the room where they are. Hey, will a green one do? It's a flare. No, it's not the colors, but...
I mean, I guess he already left, and we did tell him we'd get a gold one.
Yeah,
But
I guess.
it's also a flare, and who else is going to be shooting off a flare? So...
Could be whoever is in danger. You know what? I
can
want a green
probably-
flare just for backup.
Yeah, it's always
Probably
good.
get a message to him easier than
True.
finding the flare color, right?
Yeah, we could always
I'll take this
it.
flare,
Yeah,
and
take
then we can see if we can find a flare in like black and gold. How's that? If not, we'll use that one and we'll tell him.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay. And then I'll go back to him. I would love that one. You want something for it?
I think your cat's eating this stuff on the table, on the bed.
She gave up on it.
Sorry, take a bite.
She heard you.
The very slow tone.
She's like, couldn't be me. What?
Nope. Mm-mm.
Oh, nope.
Um,
Okay.
You could have it. It's fine. It is old and might not even shoot.
Beautiful.
Oh.
That's what we
We
want.
needed to shoot. That's not an option.
Then buy a fucking flare.
Wait, that's what I've been saying, Josh. I am fully on that plan. I am fully on
Oh my.
that plan.
It's just me this.
You guys are. I own it, Brian.
Trying to
Okay.
save a penny.
You're trying to save 1 gold piece, and by doing so, are risking getting a wrong code flare that might not fire from an old man.
Work.
It's not my money. I'm trying to help you
I'll
guys.
bankroll this fucking player, man. I'll do it, man.
No.
Alright.
Maybe
Take it.
if it's not gonna shoot, you know, it's not the color we're looking for either. You know, you really should keep it.
Take
Set it off now inside the church. See it, like, will it work?
Take it.
Well, I'll take it anyway for fun, and then shoot it at Briar. Wake up, bitch!
We'll use it to celebrate when you turn green again.
Hey,
You think
that'll
that's
never
coming?
happen.
You think that's coming?
Maybe.
So, where do we have to go to now? Then, are we going to the Beggar's Walk, or are we going to the library?
We need to go to the alchemist.
Right.
Which I don't know where the alchemist is. I assume down in the creative sector again. But,
Yeah, probably.
the owl's perch is on the complete opposite side, but I don't know if we're gonna get time to research after we fight. Although,
Right.
if we do get time to research after we fight, we might be in the good graces of some of the people in charge. So,
Agreed.
Wait to see if we survive before we spend any time in the library. I'd hate for my last thing to do on this earth to be reading.
fine.
Okay, so let's go procure that flare.
And then fight some demons.
Okay. How do we think we're gonna take over a whole district full of demons? Hubris has clearly gotten to us.
We go
I'll
to
get
the
my
Lord
shit.
of-
He'll what?
He'll get him shit.
Oh yeah, he'll get him shit.
Go get your shit.
He'll get him shit. Do you have any paintings?
And
in
then
there,
also,
too?
do you want to come see?
I'm not gonna bring any.
I'll have most of the important paintings back at home, not here. There may be
Where's
some
home
around
if not
town.
here? Like
Find out
home
someday.
home? Your home home?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Real home.
You didn't take it with you
Nah.
when you got fucking exiled.
Oh no, not that home. The other home.
The
That's
real
more like a
home.
proper home. Yeah, real home.
Oh right.
Home alpha.
New
True.
mommy and daddy.
So I'll get my supplies and then go back to the guy who was handing the flare. Actually, what did you do for the arrival?
Just usually a meal and praying and such.
This guy's dying before our very eyes. I think you need to help him.
Okay, sir.
I'm very old.
No!
I'll give him some healing. I'll give him like
Heal him.
some lay on hands.
Save him from old. Save him from
He gets another.
old.
I can't cure old, but I can give him hit points.
You like tap him on the shoulder and heal him. He goes, that won't do anything. But if you ever found the fountain of youth, I will for sure take a glass.
Oh.
I'll let you know, sir.
Get away from that old man. Get out of his sight.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll just
my
walk
heart.
away maybe I can cure something with this art.
My gallbladder is acting up again. Oh.
Oh god.
Yeah, I can't do anything about that. I'm not a doctor.
Can.
Oh my god.
Every
Yes, you
single
can.
one of my vital organs is shutting down sequentially.
Oh god.
So let's.
If the
Let's
man
go,
is saying
let's
this
go.
out fucking loud.
Let's go.
He's narrating his own demise.
The night, it is approaching.
Oh, good. Go
Oh
see
my God,
Corellin.
sir.
I hear he's a fun guy.
Berries.
eternal
Stands up, and
reward.
goes, stands up and goes and gets some berries.
Yes.
Okay, that'll do it.
Berries fix
And you're 60
everything.
years younger again.
This is some hella berries.
They're good.
If
Are there like?
Gregor's got coconut water.
I do have cookies. Never mind. You just so then we go to Lair Town.
Yes.
Should,
Fairfield?
Black and gold one. We can do that.
Can we do that? I don't know the
And
limitations.
the artifice will do it. Or the alchemist.
I'm
rather.
sure.
I might ask around guards while you guys look for a flare and ask what's going on in there. Is
Oh,
that a good idea? So we know if there's a portal or if it's just that we need to close the gates or whatever, like how many people we might be up against.
Probably a lot.
Probably.
Probably
That's a
too
good
many.
idea.
Probably too many.
But it's always
Let's keep
good
it.
to know.
Let's keep an escape plan in mind, right?
I mean, Thal could
Vis-a-vis the
fly.
demons.
The church. Come back to the church if we need to.
I'm just saying, let's keep that option open. This isn't the hill we die on.
She's right. I could just fly out of there. I don't think.
You could.
You could take
Yeah,
Husker.
It would flip
Okay,
us off
Oscar,
as you leave.
Husker, do you remember when you held onto my bag as we both flew up the mountain?
I do. That was a magical moment.
It was.
And Gregor, you be a spider.
It felt like a Jansport.
I can. Yes.
So worst case
can.
scenario, we could do the reverse of what we did with the giant, right?
So he
I-
polymorphs himself
And then I'll
to a
take him out,
spider.
and you guys fly, or well, yeah,
I can fly.
you guys fly out.
Wait, how do you leave?
Fine.
I go invisible.
Oh,
Whoever can fly, I'll pick them up.
Yeah, me. Perfect.
Perfect.
you pick up Ryder with tiny spider.
Yeah,
Fly
Oh
away.
yeah, you can pick me up.
perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's our
You know
backup
those
plan.
spiders that roll down hills that like can curl its legs and they like.
Please don't. Please don't.
What?
Please don't. Just
What?
don't.
What are you
Wait,
describing?
what?
Special
They're-
spider.
Ball spiders?
No, not all. There's one that they can like.
Oh
roll
my
down a
god,
hill. They like
Josh.
turn into a wheel. And then they just go down.
I'm googling.
Wait. They do cartwheels?
Basically.
I'm googling.
What did
Spider
you say
does
they were
cartwheels.
called?
Wheel spider. They're called wheel spiders. That's
Yeah,
so
I'm partially
cute.
deaf, excuse me.
No, I wasn't. I was exclaiming because that's so cute.
Oh, like that. It was
That's
perfect
really,
timing.
That's really what they do.
Oh, they are kind of cute.
We'll make
I will
a
not put a GIF into the Discord.
do
Get
it.
ready, Josh.
Oh, did someone already do it?
No,
Okay, no, I'm not gonna do it. Oh.
he's not gonna do it. It's okay.
So you know what? I don't. I will go with you, and I point to Briar because I'm not sure what name she's taking.
I'm.
Um,
God.
I'll go with That one.
She.
I'll go with you. You guys can go with the flare, and we'll meet at
The gate?
Beggar's Walk, I guess. The Beggar's Walk, yes.
Sound good?
Convenience.
Because the people that we
Ready.
should talk to will probably be up at the Beggar's Gate area,
Yeah.
right?
Yes. That's what I'm thinking.
So we'll meet you there. You guys have money?
I have money.
Some.
Enough to get a flare.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Ready for spoiler.
Not for Josh.
Let's go then.
Okay. So half of you head to the Artisan's Breath, and the other half also head to Artisan's Breath, but not particularly to a store.
Nah.
Nah?
Now we head to
No.
the gate.
Oh, you head downwards to...
Up to Beggar's Gate. Like, to the gate to Beggar's Walk.
Okay. So you both go in opposite ways.
Yeah. Because we're hoping that there'll be a couple guards that aren't in fighting right now that can tell us what's going on.
Okay. As you make your way closer and closer to the gate between the Garden Temple District and Beggar's Walk, we'll pause that actually because it'll be easy to the other boys first. You guys go looking for a flare.
Hell yeah.
Piece of cake.
Okay.
Shouldn't be that hard.
Yes.
Do you guys want to find an alchemist or something? Like roll a perception if that's what you're doing, or if you're just gonna
Yeah.
guess. I mean, we could look at the door. You could just walk into a random temple and hope for the best.
Yeah, that's the one.
Probably not that. Probably not that.
Do that one.
I'm gonna
You're-
perceive.
I mean, wait, do I know of, like, some god who is very big on celebrating?
God.
The Dionysus.
Celebration.
Very nice.
For example?
The god of celebration probably wouldn't be in this district.
Sad.
No?
13, did you say?
Yeah.
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 Let me roll a
What's this?
perception.
What's their stealth?
What's that stealth? Oh fuck,
What's their
they
stealth?
just rolled 500 on stealth.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
shit.
Want anyone to find though.
You find a temple to the god of, I think it's Romulo, who is the god of alchemy. Let me check. Let me actually go check that because that feels wrong.
Romulus.
Romulus.
What's that the one? We'll just say that for now, because I can't find the one. So, you find a god of alchemy. Upon entering, you see sort of like a slightly older gnome. Just like a sort of tinkering with some, I guess, chemicals, like mixing them together, and so every time they put like another drop of this chemical in, they wince and like get ready, and nothing happens. And upon you entering, they look and go, "Hello."
Hello there. Are you... What's going on?
I'm mixing chemicals.
What's going on?
You just seemed so scared for a second. I was
What are you
wondering
making?
if you, like...
I don't know
stand
if it blow
distance.
up.
It's gonna blow up.
It might do.
Oh,
You might blow up.
I might.
Who
blow up.
knows?
You know what? I've handled tougher. I can get closer.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
Sure,
I'm gonna
you
start
can, you
looking
can stay
at
over there
his-
if you want.
I'm just looking at his stuff. I'm looking for a flyer.
Okay.
Let me ask you something, sir. Do you make flares,
Cool.
fireworks, that sort of stuff here? You could.
I trust
Cool.
it.
Could you do 2 colors?
Why not?
Right? That's what I thought.
Why not?
How much do you think that would be?
That'd be about. And he like pulls like a little piece of paper and he starts writing stuff down. That'd be about 1,000 platinum.
What?
No. Wait. I forgot to carry the 0. 1 second. Okay, about a gold.
The ones.
Oh my god.
I do that too. It is such a pain. A gold.
I just put the
Alright.
rope piece on the desk.
Okay.
Oscar, didn't think you want to get close.
A flare with 2 colors coming right up, and he starts like mixing chemicals together and drops
Wait,
in a bit of glitter.
Black
You
and
don't know
gold.
what the 2
Black and
colors
gold.
are.
Well, now
I
it's
want
too
it to be
late.
black and gold.
You should have told me before you give me the money.
I thought you would ask for specifications.
Of course it would look like me, dummy.
He sort of like puts some more powder into it, and it congeals into like very quickly congeals into like an orb of like swirling color, and he lifts it out and into your face, and you both get covered in like purple and green glow.
What?
It's never gonna come out.
Okay, start again. And then he puts on, starts making you put some gold and some black into it, and pour some chemicals
So
in.
lucky Gregor wasn't there. He would have swung an axe at somebody.
Motherfucker hates glitter.
You got a bit right there, Husker. Just
It does not come off. Absolutely not.
oh, Jesus.
Great. Not only am I gonna get killed by demons, I'm gonna look like an absolute.
Do you want
dweeb while I
this
do it.
in something to like? How are you planning on
Yeah.
getting it into the sky?
Shoot it.
With
Throw it.
Can we like,
Mage hand.
light
Mage.
it? I don't think I could throw it that high.
oh, you want to find? Okay, yeah, sure. He like pulls out some like paper and wraps it, puts some like dark gray powder into the bottom of it, puts a
Shit.
fuse, ties it,
Sick.
mounts it to a stick, puts like a little
Yeah.
cone on the top. There you go.
Yeah. It's a bottle rocket now.
Perfect.
You
Hell
that went
yeah.
very, very fast.
Yeah, it's only got like a 75% chance of not exploding.
Bro! Take the
Well,
gold piece
isn't
back.
the entire-
Snatch it back.
Hazardously, it's supposed to explode, but I mean like there's like a 25% chance of it exploding on the ground.
In your face.
That's not what we paid for.
Okay, he takes it back and he puts another piece of tape on the cone. Now it's about a 5% chance.
Another piece of tape. Another piece of tape, and you'll get the coin back.
He takes a piece of tape and sticks it to the side of the rocket and hands it back to you.
Fine.
Fair enough.
How do these calculations work?
They don't.
Math!
He's doing scribbles. Look, it's not even real. It's not even real numbers.
If you look on his
Oscar,
piece
do
of
you
paper,
know math?
if you look on his piece of paper, it's just a drawer. It's just a crude drawing of a dragon ball and a Aarakocra talking to each other.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, exactly.
This isn't math. Look, I'm stupid, but I'm not dumb. I know what this is.
This isn't what math is.
He does, and then he points towards a speech bubble that in normal time, I'm sure neither of you understand. He goes, that says 1 + 1 is 2. That's math.
True.
I lose my fingers because of this. I'm coming back for you. And I'm taking yours.
You can't have my fingers. They're too small.
I can, and I will.
You can
don't-
have a lot of things.
I will wear
I'll
them
try.
around my neck.
Okay. That's an appropriate thing to do with fingers.
This little thing is really unfazed, isn't it? The threat usually works.
Yeah.
What's your name?
You
Little gnome.
My name?
Your name.
People call me G Wiz.
Oh, Jesus.
But like, G, like dot, period, Wiz.
Yeah, no, I got it.
why do they call you that?
Why did
That's
you
my
say
name.
it?
That's what
Okay.
people usually call
What's the
me.
G stand for?
It's my name.
Jeremiah,
Sure. Wait, what?
With a G.
with a G.
Jeremiah Wiz?
Jeremiah.
Alright, Jeremiah. You promise that this works.
I promise it'll explode.
And you
Oh.
promise that it'll explode up in the sky where
I
you
can-
want it to explode.
I can promise that it will probably go in the sky at least a little bit.
Get the probably
Wiz.
out of there, Jeremiah
You
Wiz.
Wiz.
Get it out of there.
Please, please, this is very important. Don't
See,
screw us over.
Technically,
Nice.
Fireworks are not science.
They are. They
Go.
are.
I think
Who do you
they-
work for?
I think there's
Who's
always a
here?
percentage-
Who's here at the temple?
do you want to speak to my manager?
I would like to speak
Yes.
to your manager, Jeremiah
Of
Wiz.
Yes.
course Thal wants to
He,
speak to the
he
manager.
turns around and like he turns around like looks like opens like a tiny door underneath a cabinet and like waddles in a little bit, and then waddles back out with a mustache made out of like paste on his face.
Okay.
Hello.
I love him.
Who's this? Who are
Hi.
we speaking to now?
I'm Jay Wiz.
Okay, what's the J stand for?
Jeremiah.
Damn it, Jeremiah.
Jeremiah.
Are you two related?
They're brothers.
No.
The Whiz Kids.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, the G Whizzes.
We're not.
Okay. Well, that's. I
Jay.
think we've got no.
Jay Wiz.
No, don't talk to Jay Wiz. I don't want to talk to Jay Wiz.
Jay Whiz is like a pop band star.
I don't want to listen. I don't want to talk to Jay Wiz.
Wait, we were just talking
Us-
to G Wiz.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
Yes.
guy.
what'd he sell you?
This, and I
Firework.
hold up the firework by the stick.
Oh, which one would make it better for you?
Can you?
Yeah, totally. I fucking hate that kid.
Why does he work for you?
I don't know.
Fire him.
I will.
That was so committed to it.
And he puts it, he looks like
Anyway,
his
he-
tiny hands out for it.
Yeah, he made this for us. It's a firework. He said it has a decent chance of exploding in the sky where we want it to explode.
Hmm. And you want it to explode in the sky.
We definitely
Yes.
do, Jeremiah.
It's yeah, we
He
want
pulls out
we
another
want
piece
to be
of
able to
tape
shoot
and
it
puts
high
to
up
the side.
and then it explodes into the black and gold.
he pulls out a piece of tape, puts it on the side, does one nod, looks up at you.
Very serious.
Let's get out of here.
No wait!
I'm-
And then he mounts two more pieces of like there's like rough cardamom to the side filled with this like black powder and more fuses that lead to the first one.
Oh my.
So now you have like a 4-stage rocket.
Love
Awesome.
that.
It's like
Is
it'll explode
that-
4 times.
Who knows? I don't have one for free for you though. Let me know how it goes.
Fucking hate them.
Thank you, G-Wiz. I'll leave you and your hated apprentice, G-Wiz.
Yeah,
Do your
give
thing.
him our blessing, won't you?
Yeah,
And you remind
he'll
him.
need it.
You remind him. Consequences for his actions.
There's 4 consequences for your actions.
Have a good day. And as we're out, Oscar, we should go somewhere else and get one that actually worked, shouldn't we?
You
I'll
want
pay
to
for the
do
next
that
one, don't you worry.
again?
We're not gonna encounter
You want to do
gnomes.
that again?
The next shop is.
It's just opening up this. The only
Look.
alchemist in this town is
No,
gnomes.
I'm out. I'm done.
We're committing to this.
I think this is as good as it's going to get.
Oscar, you know math. I don't.
I don't know math. I was lying.
You don't?
I was lying. I don't know it.
Why did we send these two?
Okay,
I don't-
let's just. I don't know. Maybe you're mad about your talents. You're a Renaissance guy.
Just a
Those
Renaissance
are
guy.
lies. Especially
In
the
the
math.
distance, Briar and I see a black and gold flare go off.
Isn't
It doesn't explode quite yet.
what you do like fortune telling? Isn't that kind of math?
It absolutely is math.
Isn't that kind
In
of
any
math?
way, shape, or form. There is a mild amount of counting. That's it. That's it.
I'll be honest. I've never tried it. I don't know how it works.
That's fine.
That's
I'm not-
fine.
What we have, it must work. It's so full of fuses.
Hey, I think that makes
There's
it
like
less
seven.
trustworthy.
There's like 17 fuses going into
We
random
gotta
parts of
get
this
out of
rocket,
here.
Which one do we light?
and they all get like sort of coiled up into one large fuse at the base.
Oh, good. You just kind of get all of them and hope for the best.
You can head back. I'm gonna look for one more store. I want this to work.
All right.
I'm not gonna drag you into this,
Thanks.
but I would appreciate if you came along. But you don't have to.
Oh, the guilt, Val. The guilt.
I don't know if you can live with it.
I tap the bag with the bones of my mentor inside, and I find one more, but I swear to God, no gnomes.
No,
You
no.
don't have to tap the bones for that. I feel bad.
Couple of bones.
When your
Let's
guilt
go.
gets responded to with guilt.
Yeah,
I was
really.
kidding. I was
Can you
kidding.
live with the guilt?
I think so.
I think I can. Yeah.
I was joking.
Yeah, I
Damn.
think I can. Bad joke, man.
Sorry. All right, let's go find another one.
I don't want to. No.
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 No. No. Can we
Let's
Okay.
get out of here.
have a normal?
A normal guy.
The next place you go into, the human guy kind of looks and goes, "Hey, what's up?"
Hey,
Hi.
can you make a firework?
Sure.
Black
What
and
color?
gold.
Okay.
How much?
Yeah.
It's
how
it's
much?
like pulls like a pre-made like rocket thing
Oh,
and
nice.
like pulls in some powder. I don't know, like sort of you want black and gold.
Yeah.
That's about
Yes, please.
a gold and a half.
Okay.
Sure. I'll put down 2 gold. The
Oh.
other half of that, I need you to verify something for me.
Mm.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah. Is this anything?
He takes a look over and like he pulls off the top and looks inside. Dwarfs, right? Dwarfs, gnomes.
Gnomes.
No.
Gnomes.
Yeah, this pair called G-Wiz and J-Wiz.
There's one gnome, you know that, right?
No, we got that, man.
What?
Oh my
Now.
god.
Did you think they were in the cupboard the whole time? Holy shit. Okay.
I mean-
Is this gonna explode in our hand if we try to light it?
You know, like, it actually should work.
You think so?
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's got about like, it isn't really gonna fly. It'll mostly just explode on the ground and then and then the top part will fire up into the sky and explode. Like it isn't like it's gonna be like a rocket like this one would. It'll just be 2 big explosions, but it should work
Okay, alright.
technically.
Thank you.
How? With the fuse, how long does it take to light them?
This one or mine.
I trust yours. Well, I also want to know that, just for certain.
This one
This
would
one's it.
probably take about 10 seconds, and then about 5 seconds later the payload will explode, whilst mine, it's about 5 seconds until it fires, 5 seconds of travelling, and then 5 seconds of explosion.
Okay, so I put the funky one down on the ground, light, and then 10 seconds it just blows up.
Yes. I recommend being about 20 feet away from it.
Noted.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you for being a normal guy. Goodbye.
Yeah, much appreciated. And we'll head out.
He's like, you're welcome.
Yeah. Now, it's
Yes.
important. It's important to me that you know that that was just one gnome.
It's very important.
You did know that,
Oh.
right?
I looked away for a second. I didn't see where the other one went. I didn't realize
Holy
it was
shit, pal.
he came out with a mustache.
Oh, yeah, a fake one, man. Couldn't you see the edges? It was falling off.
I did
Holy
wonder
shit,
about that.
really, man? Oh my fucking god.
You know, I could just be
I,
messing with you.
I can't look at you right now. I can't look at you. You take the rockets. Let's go.
Sure thing. Do you want to hold on to the stable one?
No, I don't. I don't want either of them. You can have them both.
Sure thing.
Okay. Over the other side, you guys, throughout that entire exchange, you guys sort of headed up to the gate, and you notice that the closer and closer you got to the gate, you actually realize that the little space in between the temple district, the garden temple district, and Beggar's Walk, the kind of place, the kind of like small district of itself in between, has actually seemingly been retaken by the guard. There's a lot of burnt buildings and what you can only describe as viscera lining the buildings and streets. A few guards that have seemingly been injured and being transported to and from locations. And then when you get closer to the next gate coming, extending from that, you see a small, like, war table of sorts, where there seems to be a familiar face.
Seems like our guy.
Yes, it does.
You want to take the reins?
Sure.
War talk seems like your thing.
Yes, I think you're right.
I pat him on the back. You got this.
As you
Well,
approach, he looks up.
Mhm.
Oh, Briar and... Well, I don't think you were there when I met the rest.
How do you know? Can you see through my magic?
You don't like it, do you?
No.
Never mind. He doesn't say any of that because he doesn't recognize either of you. Ah,
Okay.
hello.
Who are you?
Yes.
I don't know you.
Hi. I am called. I'm Gregor, and this is my associate. I do an awkward pause until
I
my
don't.
associate says that
I don't realize that he
Okay,
wants me
this
to
is-
say a name, so I just
this is-
smile.
this is my associate.
Right.
We may be able to provide some assistance in there, as far as getting rid of what ails beggars walk. I was wondering if you can give us a sit rep on what's happening thus far.
Is it just the two of you, or...
No, we have a couple others on their way.
Right. I was supposed to have people taking care of this already, but I don't know where they went, so I'm in need of new hands. Currently, there's believed to be a portal open towards the south of the city. Not the south, the north of the city, my apologies, the northern gate. From that, there is spewing more and more creatures, though apparently in recent days, according to our scouts, there has been less and less activity. Now, I don't particularly believe that hell is out of demons, so I assume they're getting ready to mount a larger scale attack. What they're sending through is, let's say, raiding parties, smaller distractions, to stop us from closing the portal before they send in their main force. So really that is our goal right now, is to close the portal before they send in their main forces.
So then, who do we reach out to once we've closed the portal? Is it you?
It depends. Are you planning on going it alone?
No. We have two other folks on our way. We are.
But just the
Seasoned
four of you
adventurers.
then.
You'd be surprised what we can accomplish.
Then we'll probably have people watching out for that to happen, and then we will send them in once you have closed the portal.
See, is there just one portal there?
It varies. There's been sites of smaller but instantaneous portals. Those like what we've been playing. I don't know if you've been in town for a while, but we've been experiencing small portals erupting, spewing out demons, and then closing. This one seems to be more of a sustained portal, like a bridge between worlds. So there's
And
been
is there
sightings
any-
of smaller ones, but mostly just the big one.
Does there seem to be any organization among the demons? Is there
Um,
a hierarchy?
When the district was taken, there seemed to have been a little bit. There was certain commanders that would command lesser demons, but currently, he looks around. It's like advisors. I think that has been disbanded for the most part. A lot receded back into the portal. And by demons, I would like to iterate. This is devils and demons. If you're going for the academic standpoint, they're just creatures from the abyss.
Got it. Well, and I glance over. My associate. Do you think there's anything else we may be missing?
Have you thought of ways to close the portal?
We had requested some research from the library, but we haven't heard back yet.
From the one in Owls?
Yes.
I see. How convenient.
They're causing a bit of trouble. You see, it's difficult to get information from there because you need to allow less, I guess, more common people to either pass through the rests and rises, or we've got to take it all the way around the city, in which the criminal elements in the area are making it hard to transport anything valuable.
Who is it that you're in communication with? Did you send a specific guard, or?
We sent personnel. It is a little above, a little out of scope for mercenaries to know.
If we succeed in closing this, when we succeed in closing this portal, would you be able to give us access, or some type of letter that perhaps, well, we can do the research for you at the library, but we may have trouble getting access to parts that we need to see for you. If we do close the portal, when we close the portal, would you be able to give us a letter that gives us access to those parts, or is the library sort of autonomously, does it operate autonomously separate from?
It's complicated. I think if you manage to close the portal, I don't see why I couldn't petition the monarchy to give you a pass to access. I assume you are wanting into the restricted areas.
That would be helpful, yes. I think for all of us.
I think you would. I don't see why savers of the city wouldn't be able to access the restricted sections, but I would like to inform you that you would most likely be under armed guard during that time.
Right. I expect nothing less.
So these personnel that you sent that are too high for a mercenary to know about.
I don't mean any
No.
offense by that.
But they're not so high that they can go through the higher living areas?
Just because someone is important to the survival of the city, unfortunately, doesn't mean they're important to the nobility of the city.
Well, just because I'm pretty sure I can freely move across.
You can?
Well, our group, can.
And why is that?
We're in favor of the crown at the moment. As we said, we've done some work before. So we could get there and get back with the information you need.
So you have a writ of passing?
Yes.
There is only 4 people that possess a writ of passing.
Yeah, well, we're one of those 4.
Right.
Do you know them by name?
I know a few of them. Could I see it?
Yes. I have no reason to hide anything from you specifically.
Alright. And you pass it over and he reads over it.
I want to make like direct eye contact with him if he looks up at all whilst reading it.
Yeah, he looks for a few times. It seems legitimate. I was worried that it may be a counterfeit. Not that you would counterfeit it, but perhaps you purchased it, or I know all but one group. One of the groups that he like tells his head.
I'm like slowly opening my eyes a little bit, like, come on, dude, come on.
About this point, the other 2 start approaching, and he sort of looks over and goes, "Alright, did you really? Why are you in a disguise?"
Well, it's fuck's sake. I guess I drop it. You don't just say it.
Why do you need it?
To hide
From
people, like the criminal element that you just mentioned 2 seconds ago.
I guess the criminal element doesn't tend to attack people
Doesn't tend to
openly in the
attack
streets.
The few 4 people that have a writ from the Queen.
I guess.
Come on.
But if you have a writ of passage, I'm sure you can handle yourselves against some criminals.
I was trying to, and you.
No, you were
ruined
hiding.
it, so. Anyway.
I apologize. But hello, Briar. And then as the two approach,
This
Oscar.
guy.
Thal.
That's right. Good to see you again, Ulrich.
Yeah,
Good
some
to see
stuff's
you.
happened.
And this is, and he gestures over to Gregor.
He told you.
Yes, hello. It is me, Gregor, who I'm sure you've heard lots about from these fine folks.
He was
We-
healing your men before.
We met very briefly. All of us. But yes, now you are up to date.
Do you want us to go get the stuff from the library, or do you think you could? Do you reckon it's something we could figure out while we're in there?
You could make an attempt. As I said, the areas of abyssal activity are low currently. Not that getting to the portal would be an easy affair, but it'd be easier than it was a few weeks ago, perhaps.
So
Weeks. Well, days ago.
to catch you two up, less demons, but probably mounting a bigger attack. One big portal. They don't quite know how to close it yet. Lots of smaller portals that drop things out. Do we want to risk trying to figure out how to close it ourselves, or do we want to go and research at the library the way to close it and then come back? The people that they've already sent to do that are taking too long.
I think researching it would be smart. Right? Like go in with a plan.
Yeah. The original plan we had to go research other things, so we could just split one of those people off to do the closing portals part. We could split and pass as much knowledge as possible.
He sort of like leans against the table and rubs his head. Forgive me, I've signed so many agreements for gold and boons and such. What was our original agreement again?
Pretty sure it was just that, like, we helped you, you paid us as and when it occurred.
Right.
I don't think it was a specific amount or a specific job.
Well, we can void that agreement if you have new requirements or...
I mean, money's always helpful.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Um,
The need.
So money and access to the restricted section
Oh, well,
of the library.
that would be nice, yes.
Right. He writes out a very quick contract of like basically outlining all previous contracts with the crown, with him. He writes his name, are null and void. The new contract consists of we complete any tasks laid ahead of us in exchange for material wealth and access to privileged documents.
Very good. I need to buy a binder or something for all these bits of paper we're getting.
A legal
You
document.
You don't take this paper. This is for me. And he like wraps it up with like a green like
We
a
don't
green
get a
ribbon.
copy?
And, would you like a copy?
Yeah, what kind of contract is that?
Okay, he puts it in his bag and he writes out the exact same contract again, but with copy of at the top.
Good? Yes. Thank you. You could change it at any time. Put it in my bag. How are we to know?
I wouldn't.
I mean, I trust that you wouldn't, but someone else might.
All right. So you're all going to head to the
The library, I guess.
library. Okay.
We'll be faster than your men, though.
Would you like an escort or?
They might just slow us down.
All right.
Yeah, fuck
Do
it.
we need one?
We shouldn't
I
be
imagine
attacked
not.
in here,
Why not? Probably not.
especially if we have, like disguises and stuff. That would...
Yeah, its disguises will be very interesting. You should have thought about that.
Come on. We'll be back soon to help you get rid of your demon problem.
He nods once more and then turns to this long line of like mercenaries. You can assume that you just sort of skipped in front of.
Screw those guys.
Yeah, sorry.
We got a job
Did
to do.
any one of them raise a fuss?
Not really, because like for all they know, you weren't mercenaries. Like, it's kind of like unless you know everybody, it's you could have been anyone. You could have been commoners or like
Right.
people who already worked for the guard.
Can I take a general count of how many, like just an estimation of how many men, first of all, were in the mercenary queue, but also were on his site on this, like on this side of the wall, healing up or whatever?
So looking for, there was maybe healing up, maybe like 10 to 20 people healing up.
Okay.
Overall, a few hundred people sort of in this general area, from a quick guess.
Okay.
Like, it is
Yeah.
like to take back these areas. It isn't a small force that is needed. And then the mercenaries, not that many. Maybe you could count them on your hands. Maybe below 10. There isn't many mercenaries within the city currently. Citadel has never really been a friendly place to mercenaries and such because of the way the guards work and the different kinds of guards that reside within the city. It kind of already has its own mercenary force. So mercenaries find it kind of hard to find work within Citadel.
Okay. When we start walking, I'm kind of like, well, if most of it is smaller demons, then we can leave their ranks to deal with them. That's less casualties for them. And also more protection on our backs.
Right.
And then we can take on whatever the big thing is that they think is going to come out. I'm assuming it's going to be one big devil. Devils are the stronger ones, right? Do we know?
Who can remember?
Sounds right.
I don't think any of us
None
are
of you,
versed.
I don't think any of you are really demonologists. Thal might know the most,
Right.
being someone who's religious.
Perhaps. Can I roll something?
Yeah, roll an intelligence check. Arcana specifically, probably.
Holy shit. 18.
So devils and demons aren't devils aren't particularly more powerful than demons. They tend to just be different. There are very powerful demons and there are very powerful devils. Devils tend to get more powerful, like they said, they tend to have an upper cap that is higher in terms of power. But it's really more about their attitude. Demons tend to be more chaotic and go back on their deals, whereas devils tend to honor their deals and be a lot more lawful, but that enables them to be tricked, using their own words against them and such. It's less about power and more about behavior.
So, there you have it. Maybe it's the devil if they're planning it.
That would make sense. And then also maybe there's a way to if it is a devil, there's maybe a way to convince them to leave. They love their
Talk them out
deals.
of it?
I mean, it's a terrible idea. I'm not saying that we should do it. I'm just saying, there's a chance that maybe he'd be like, I'll leave if I get to get you guys' power or something. That's a stupid deal to take, but you know what I'm saying? He might offer us something that we can work with, maybe.
Yeah.
That being said, though, am I being racist or whatever if I assume that devils and demons are mostly fire-based?
Oh, are there ice demons?
What did you roll again,
Sure.
Dave?
18.
Ice
I'll give you
demons?
that. It's mostly fire. There's a few ice demons like Levistus and such
Okay.
that live in the barren ice scapes in certain levels of hell, but it's mostly fire.
So it's not a bad assumption.
So yeah, just a little bit of a generalization. Okay, just because
But be ready for ice.
we could prepare against fire-based stuff as much as possible. When we prepare our spells, do you guys do that? When I prepare my spells, I'll focus on.
Dave prepares his spells.
I do.
We could focus a little bit more on things that might help against fire, like cooling them down,
Right.
water. Basically, don't hit them with fire, right?
Right.
Yeah.
No, casting heat metal on a fire-based creature is just stupid. I don't know
Who
why
would do
anyone
that?
ever do
That's
that.
crazy.
Who would do that?
Who would?
Would.
And I don't have any healing. Husker, are you good to fight now? After everything?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, you're good? You've got
I'm itching for it.
something in your back pocket now?
I've got a lot. My pockets
What's,
are full.
what's in your arsenal looking like?
Where you got it?
I mean, I didn't see you
It would be
cross me.
nice. It would be nice to know.
Yeah, I didn't
Don't
see
cross
you.
Because
me.
we're fighting together.
Well, you didn't study at all. So where'd you
just-
get? What is the new? What? How? What?
Just
Explain.
Take a guess.
But like, so, but you just get it? What is it?
Just get it.
What do you know? What do you
I
know?
just have it.
What is it?
What do I know? Fucking demonstration of what I know.
Well, just is
All
it
we're
fire
asking for is what you
based?
can do. Like,
What I can do.
we're working together.
Yeah.
We gotta know each other's
Alright,
skills.
chill. Alright, chill. I don't actually have any fire spells, so don't worry
Oh,
about
that's
that.
great.
Yeah.
But is it like more support based, more damage based, healing?
A lot of damage.
A lot of damage.
A lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Okay,
That's a
so
lot of damage.
our healing is on you two now, the big boys.
So
And
should
so
have
is
been
our
the
tanking.
start.
And so's our tanking.
And so's our support.
Bruh.
And a bunch of damage.
I got some support, not very much.
So, but what we've kind of established here is you're on the same sort of level as me in terms of what we can do to help the
Yeah,
group
just
now.
damage output, yeah.
So we need to be further back and do damage.
Yeah.
And you guys need to be up front and be able to heal us. Is that still possible?
Yes, I suppose.
What was
I
that?
mean, it's not
Why'd you
impossible.
giggle?
It's not impossible, so you could do that. I'm just, should we... Do you guys remember how Beggar's Walk was laid out? Was there a lot of layering to it? It's probably been burned a bit now, but was there like higher areas?
I think it,
Or was it mostly ground?
I don't. It was mostly ground, or it
There was a very slight hill.
But no, like, tall stone building.
No, it was mostly
With a
like
balcony.
slummy things.
Wait,
Okay.
what?
But just I'm thinking, if things have been destroyed, then wooden buildings are probably already down as much, especially if it's fire-based creatures. But I was wondering if maybe we could be higher up, less likely to take damage, and be able to shoot down from above, which means we'd technically still be closer to you guys, because we could be like 10 feet in the air, but next to you, instead of being like 30 feet behind you or whatever.
Yes, I see what you mean.
All of my healing requires me to be like within grabbing range.
Oh,
So-
okay. So maybe you, for the most part, keep Gregor alive, and then Gregor focuses on healing us if we need it. Would that work?
I think we're overthinking this.
I'm just trying to make sure that we've got everything planned. I'm sorry.
Right.
I understand this, but that plan's gonna go out the window the moment
Definitely.
rubber meets the road.
But just as a general statement,
I think that's a good idea.
great.
Ixali tries to keep me alive, and then I will give out healing as needed.
Great. I mean, obviously, if you need to do
Defeated.
other stuff.
What's that saying? You should always plan to disregard the plan.
Yeah. If you need to do other stuff, do other stuff. It's a good system if we can keep to
Yes.
it.
Agreed.
All right.
I'm gonna disguise back up just because we're about to go closer to the castle and I don't want to deal with that. So,
Yeah.
you guys
Fair enough.
have fun.
Thanks.
You got this, though. You're safe.
Yeah,
Kinda.
sure I am.
You're fine. You're huge.
There's no big object that's identifying me.
Not right now. And I look at the dirt to make sure that it's still like packed in.
No,
Yeah, it's baked.
it's packed in for now.
Something to note, though, if you do need to use it during combat, the hits might make the dirt fall out,
That is
and the guards are all there. So,
Yeah, I'll explain the situation if that comes, and I won't mention your girlfriend.
thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, and then I start heading off to
And as you guys start to head towards the Owl's Perch, through the castle ward, I assume,
Yes.
we will call it there for today.
Ooh, we're getting too close to her for my liking. We're going right outside her house and being like, she won't notice us.
Hey,
Do you
Queen.
think they have like
Hey.
a Briar alarm?
Rare alert.
Proximity
All the
alarm
variations.
tuned
Beep,
to
beep, 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 beep,
just
beep,
There's bullshit.
beep, beep, beep.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Husker is bright yellow. I'm just saying.
I have never offended her. I didn't even do anything there.
You started a fight in her courtroom.
I immediately left.
It
I
wasn't
was
with
like,
her though.
Nope, wasn't. It was with someone she probably didn't like. So she probably appreciated that.
Maybe.
But the next session will be on the 18th.
Yeah, we're all here for that one.
Everyone still available for the 18th?
Yes.
I'll be here.
Yes.
Here.
Nice.
A square.
But you won't be here on Christmas Day?
God damn it,
Yeah,
Joe.
understandable. Don't.
I'll be in
How
Vegas.
dare you?
I'll be in
Are you
Vegas,
really?
this guy.
Yeah, for visiting Aaron's brother.
Nice.
And
How
Remember-
fucking dare you?
How dare you go to Vegas instead of play D&D?
Christmas in Vegas is gonna be wild.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
have.
he lives in a suburb outside of
No.
Vegas.
No, I understand that part. I mean, you need to go to the strip Christmas Day and see who's there. Just
what's
take
going
in
on.
the atmosphere of people who are on this strip on Christmas Day.
I
Have nothing
love
better
that.
to do on Christmas
on,
Day than
Bob.
gamble.
That would be.
If I
intense.
do, I'll take pictures and videos. And
Thank you.
No, don't
Please, thank
broadcast
you.
your torment.
stuff. No, I'm not gonna broadcast it to Twitch, but I'll send it to.
We get to see the people who have left their lives to the strip on Christmas Day.
Imagine sitting in front of a slot machine on Christmas Day. Tragic.
Okay. But then I believe the week after, which is Christmas Day, there will be a special session for anyone who also are losers and don't have anything to do that day.
I'm serious. I don't celebrate Christmas that day.
Christmas.
Christmas. Merry Chrysler.
I mean, me and my mom are gonna cook steaks, but we're gonna do that later.
Nice.
We're gonna do that after.
Nice.
Yeah.
So there'll be a special non-canonical episode of Give a Crit where I still need to decide whether or not I need to talk to everyone and decide whether or not we're making new one-off characters for that, or if we're just doing a Christmas special with the boys.
Christmas special with the boys.
I'm leaning more towards one-off characters because I think you can go really wacky and kooky with Christmas one-shot characters.
Christmas characters.
We'll talk about that, and then back to regular scheduled programming the week after on the 1st, which I don't know again if
Possibly.
people are available for that one because.
We'll see.
But it is also, it's not, the 1st of January is not the important date, it's really midnight, that's the only important time in my opinion.
But people might be
How-
out cold.
How
But
drunk
that
are
might
you
be
gonna
different.
be?
I will be. I don't really drink on New Year's,
Yeah,
but
no.
I think Dave talked about going on a fucking rager.
Dave's
Yeah, I'm gonna have 3 sires. I'm gonna be so fucking.
Oh my
blessed.
god, 3 ciders! I think that might. I think that might literally
might have
kill
4.
you.
Yeah,
And
Dave's not gonna wake up the next day.
Take it. That's a bender. Man said 3 ciders.
Wow.
He's about to crack another. Stop him.
Gee whiz, man.
Okay. But we'll see
Don't
about
say
that
that.
closer
Don't
to
say
the
that.
time, about who's going to be available for that and who's not. But yeah, so thank you for attending. Thank you to all of my lovely players for being around.
thank you.
Thanks for having us.
And we'll see you all next time
In the next episode.
of Give a Crit
Good.
Z. Bye.
Bye.
Nice.
Give a crit